should be gone from the screaming as he watched.
Sorry, he's not allowed to talk until.
Yo! Camera!
Speaking to himself.
W streamer! Yes, we back!
That's one way to handle it. For GX.
We back.
I don't think it would make a difference.
Already 2 maps हो चुके हैं, 1-all score हो चुका है, पिछला गेम एकदम crazy comeback हो चुका है. We are here. Wow. Let us go, gang.
Just robbing information, making Pacific overextend to try to grab that info back, but already they've spotted players towards the top of ramp, and pressure about to come through the bottom. CNET dodges the flash. Beautiful shot onto Ara as well, starting with a first kill for CNET. So much damage done, but GX, they battle back 45 or less.
All right, let's go. Who you rooting for? पता नहीं भाई, PCF में CNET है, मेरे को अभी पता चला.
Comes down to mistakes.
Let us go.
An opportunity.
One enemy remaining.
Doesn't look like it. West side's fighting. Ninja does at least get a couple for his trouble.
ओए चैट, ये लोग बहुत डोमिनेट कर रहे हैं. 11-4 कमबैक हुआ है क्या? कोई मुझे बताओ जिन्होंने मैच देखा. क्या स्कोर से कमबैक हुआ है?
West side going onto that waylay, because obviously we've seen him play Yoru before the nerf a little bit over in Clash. Phoenix has looked pretty good.
Phoenix has, yeah.
The waylay
nice!
though, come on! It's a very different role.
11-3 comeback. Oh my god!
So I want to see if that synergy has been built up between him
Yo!
and if they are going
अबे इनकी पूरी टीम अलग है PCF की. 7 पहले वाला है. Okay. GX का उस दिन अपन मैच देखे थे.
Your waylay is going to have
4-man stack by PCF on A.
Use the stun, but that can set up the neon to be the one closing the
तेरा
gap.
stream चालू हुआ तब से start किया. Oh, let's go.
Well executed comp like that, especially with Sky there to blind them up.
Yeah, Pipson in the coach confession as well sort of almost doubled down on what I said in the last map, which is that they didn't want to do that dive and throw slow. That was never their goal. So if you're not trying to do that and you're just using it as a better jet,
exactly,
that actually makes a lot of sense. So clearly, like, it didn't go fantastically on their last
वापिस B पे आ रहे. भाई उन लोगों को क्या smell आया है? पे 4 जन है.
Alongside that secondary duelist, which is what I feel was missing. It might help them out a little.
आज की तीसरी stream, yes sir. कार्तिकेय, thank you for the 10 रुपए on Google पे मेरे भाई. जा मेरे को Google पे क्या लिखा है देखने दे.
The amount of opportunities you have to pop and burst out of smokes, out of walls, is sky high. Speaking of which, Tiger sent through to pave the way.
पूरा 5 जन आ चुके हैं यहाँ पे. No way Pacific winning this.
Backing up this site
और वो खुद को stun किया. पूरा 3 जन यहाँ पे. गया राउंड गया. पिस्टल निकाल ली PCF ने. Oh my god. Wait, still winnable is some 1 HP है. Marshall निकाल ली भाई ने. Nah, 10 seconds, no chance. No chance, he has to reload. Oh my god. 5 seconds, still winnable. Okay, अभी वो लोग को बस hide करना है. No.
Needed for him to have any chance here, and well, planting is definitely not how you're going to win this round. Cloud done for. In the end, it's Ninja's triple that brings us 1-1. A beautiful round, and you have to think for GX.
Late night होगा क्या? भाई बारसा का मैच की पार्टी करो.
Walking into the sand. Gave enough time for Pacific to pull off that rotation, and I don't think Pipson's going to be any...
I'm the GOAT, I think, though.
सिनाडे भाई पतले हो गए ले चैट.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Ninja got 3 kills in that round.
Yeah, I think probably it was a good stun he's talking about there. Got a lot of assists for it, but
वही भाई वो stun को काई को बेचारा कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं है.
He's won champions, you know. It's fine.
True. He is a champion.
किसकी बात कर रही है? सिनाडे भाई की. वो सिनेट चैंपियंस जीता है चैट.
Well, if they were feeling happy about winning that pistol, that's only amplified the loss right afterwards. Flickless down towards A main, and Pacific with an adjustment of fighting ahead of that wall coming down from ramp is really the weakness of it when you don't have players to back you up. Snakebite denies heaven control, and GX, it's a good round to learn from, to see all the utility that Pacific are going to be throwing at you, to see where they're playing. Maybe that ramp walk
easy round. सब पे Alex Phantom है क्या? 2021 का champions है.
Very difficult for them to find any impact in this round.
Yeah, I like again just the positions we're seeing from.
क्या क्रॉस है रे यार? इसका नाम वेलोरेंट क्यों है? Valorant है.
I can't imagine this setup will be played much during the actual buy rounds because you know that it's going to be so much harder to get those picked with the weaker weapons. And
why you seem sad? No, baby, I'm not sad. मेरा चश्मा किधर है? Then I look not sad. Yeah. Now I look wow.
It's mainly just winning when you were full ecoing.
Ascend के साथ.
And now going into that first buy round with pretty much everything you could desire on the defense.
Yeah, it really is the best way to start a map is losing the pistol and then following it up with a 2-round win. Your economy sky high.
Without buying as well.
Okay, full buy now, full buy now, GX key.
If you force buy round 2 and win, that's still a fantastic scenario. But yeah, coming in eco and winning, it's really a slap in the face for your opposition. 2-1. Buy up for both squads. Seekers online for the attackers. Not much else to report on. Certainly not in the defense. Nothing to answer back with. Deep aggression on A. Yeah, I said this could be something
ये क्या था? Gee, that was bad.
To be their choice of grave. GX.
ये क्या था?
Really dominating those early fights and look, I respect the attempt, but the shots hit on the other side are impressive.
Yeah, I also wonder, like, a lot of the time you're going to see teams playing either a 4-1 or maybe like a
पाशा मैंने ले लिया माउस.
one always being outside.
सही में? स्टोरी पे डालो बनता है फिर.
Expecting that to be 1
3 से 11 से कम बैक किया. आई तुम बहुत कुछ मिस कर दिया. हाँ ना बनता है. अपना वो वाला स्ट्रीम चल रहा था मेरे.
Grabinho doing a stellar job and hey, if anything,
मजा आया नए माउस खेल के. Yes sir. Hello Bram.
To a 2-2 scoreline.
वो पाउट उन्नी एलिम today was fun. Let's go कार्तिकेय.
Like you were in such a commanding lead. Your
opponent हार गए ये लोग अपना बाय राउंड. ओ नहीं जीते सॉरी. आज के मैचेस मिड थे वैसे भी आराम कर लेता. दिन का चौथा स्ट्रीम. ये मिड मैचेस नहीं है. अगला गेम तो डेंजर है. मेरे को सब लोग बोले कि भाई अगले वाली टीम का वो कौन सी टीम है उनका नाम भूल गया मैं. एंड भाई मैं बहुत ऑलरेडी ये मिस किया हूँ. ऑलरेडी बहुत वॉच पार्टीज मिस किया हूँ मैं. इस वीक वाला भी वॉच पार्टी मिस करने वाला हूँ. इतने अच्छे अच्छे गेम्स है. ये सीजन में बहुत ही रेगुलर होने वाला हूँ. बट it is what it is. It's okay. तो एटलीस्ट जो कर सकता हूँ I'll do it. जो भी गिने चुने लोगों को देखना है उनके लिए बात. पाशा सीना ने भाई ने अपने बाल कटा लिए तो अजीब लग रहे ना. पॉ टाइम स्मोक कर दिए वे.
A smoke utilized just to get them out of there. That's not bad though for Pacific. It means they've been able to hold on to that mid control. And actually, without spotting too much, you can already see the temptation from Cena to potentially gamble back towards A. He's been thinking about it.
Cosmic Divide lined up, and it will be to heaven. They're going to full push ramp, leaving Ninja to take a fight through a smoke or just spam his way to success. The reveal caught them for a moment, but no kill off the back of it. GX gets a sight, and a plant soon to be found. Ninja almost losing his life to the return spam from Flickless. And it will be the retake to be played for one pick.
Rez kal pahunchega idhar.
If Ninja just found it on the way out, that could be huge. They'd have Nightfall to fight their way back into the site, but failing that, and both Prowlers used, this now becomes a very difficult retake.
Oh my god. 5v5 retake. भाई रेस के साथ फाइट हो सकता है मेन पे. Oh my god. वो फ्लैंक वाले को मार दिया. पाट खत्म. पैसिफिक भाई को सेव करना पड़ेगा. पैसिफिक जी जाइए EMEA में सेव करिए. बादशाह जी पर मैच कर. EMEA में एक प्रिज्म ऑफ यूज करता है और एक प्रिज्म फैंटम. रेंज का नाम 6-7 है. नहीं 7 है. आज भाई रोबोट हो गया. नहीं बेबी क्या हुआ? निंजा अगला मैच मिस मत करना. इमर वर्सेस इमर. हाँ इसलिए तो आया हूँ भाई मैं. अगला गेम के लिए एक्साइटेड हूँ. और ये गेम भी इतना एक्साइटिंग. मैं तो अगले गेम पे ही स्ट्रीम करने वाला था, लेकिन ये गेम एक्साइटिंग चल गया तो मैं आ गया भाई. सब नवनीत मेरा बिल बजा गया.
GX to end up taking the cake there. we go back to sort of the observations towards that A site. The aggression had been there. They knew this round with Flickless's info that it wasn't. And that's the late play, is just pop down the Cosmic Divide, force the pressure onto Ninja, and take the site.
Yo, bro, is still pushing! Why?
But they're not accounting for another player so close inside the
Bro, वो आरा को फिर भी मिला एक kill. और रे भाई नुस्ता fight कर रहे, शांति नहीं बैठ रहे. अल्टा इनके पास फेड का, but वो लोग still fight ही ले रहे.
Good information to play with. No trail going back towards.
Oh, hold up, 1v1.
In the open. In goes the
Oh, he doesn't know. Oh my God, उसने सुना नहीं, वो drop किया है.
The ult.
भाई ये तो कॉम्पी वाला राउंड था.
But there's your reward.
कॉम्पी वाला राउंड था.
Considering the operator, but it's already there on site.
What the hell?
I feel like we've seen quite a few of these moments.
What the
hell? Huge
hell?
play from Ninja individually, but then you kind of look back to, like, the second that Nightfall hits in the Red Bull clutch, it almost just looks a little bit panicked. Like, too many angles to check. He could be running it down him from behind and giving him those two.
भाई वो आ रहा गुस्सा, वो W छोड़ा ही नहीं.
After what was some impressive
Oh,
trades,
what a shot, Ninja.
I think he's a little bit worried that maybe somebody's coming from main. But the fact that you saw where he used that Nightfall from probably should have given the game away.
Yeah, I mean, it was more towards stairs, right? So they are understandably suspicious of like a spawn walkout, but to be completely blindsided by the Heaven play is unfortunate, to say the least. New Viper positioning, thanks to the changes on the ult. It's going to still cover all of mid, given a lot of space, but it's abandoned immediately. The pit left open as they wrap into Heaven. Pacific reinforcing it with a snake bite down. Already reacting.
Shot CNADE. But oh my God, Ninja! ये चौथे वाले पे कैसे पहुंच गया माँ कसम? Wait, crazy भाई. कितना easy anchor किया है इन्होंने.
And a statement success as they get back into the lead.
कार्तिकेय भाई ने 10 रुपए दिया, लिखा है अपनी शादी का व्लॉग करोगे? 100%. डे 1 को ही उसको बोलूंगा भाई, दिन भर व्लॉग करूंगा, चलेगा ना? अच्छा वो हेवन से अल्ट गया, तभी चौथे माले पे था. आई ला, ये क्या मार रहा?
They get that little bit more aggressive. Wow, that's a very unhappy looking. That's maybe the first time that I've seen him look sad. Like, he normally looks annoyed. Someone give him a hug. Waylander, give him a hug. Pippi needs a hug.
It's actually what they're doing during this round.
Oh!
They're just hugging.
Embracing each other.
Oh!
Waiting for the inevitable, tries to turn from the flank, but that's
beautiful
so smart.
pick.
The early
Beautiful
peak.
pick.
West Side's
wow!
their own flash, and
hug
you
pop.
can see they never expected that. It almost looks silly from CNED's position, or from his perspective.
Bro!
Just him with his back turned in the middle, but...
BBL की अगली होगी match.
4-3, but it looks like we might be equalizing very
क्या
soon.
ही peak
because
किया
the
यार
push-up from
chat.
Pacific, they
मैं
think
तो
that
ऑर्डर
they're
भी कर लिया, बहुत
wrapping
क्रेजी लुक है.
behind the play,
फेक कर रहे हो तुम,
behind the
स्क्रीनशॉट
push,
भेजो
but
तभी
there's no
समझेगा.
push. GX are waiting for this exact thing to happen, for Pacific to overextend and them to come in with the punish. And now finally they'll make their way towards the site. Now that it's a 5 versus 2.
कार्तिकेय, thank you for another 10 rupees Google Pay. आप इतने मैचेस देखने के बाद भी आयरन
He
चॉप.
would just be wide open.
Spike planted.
Again, the decisions have to be made. You have some credits to burn, but
पता नहीं रहे ओजे फिर क्या सॉल्यूशन है उसका. क्या करो, डिस्कॉर्ड पे करो.
Of those extra weapons.
या इंस्टाग्राम पे मेंशन अगर कर दिए तुम तो मजा ही आ जाएगा.
But it's the future of the economy going into.
उससे कैसा है ना, उन ब्रांड को भी समझता है ना कि भाई स्ट्रीम देख के लिए ला इसका.
Seems like maybe just going to trap them on an exit or two. Start in place. Grabinho.
Oh yo!
He's looking for an opponent on the other side, and actually they do clear up those remaining weapons. From a flawless in the last
Under 5-6K.
Standing in the next, it is a peculiar game.
यार भाई लोग मितांशु भाई को अंडर 5-6K वायरलेस बताओ कोई.
Well, it's also a consistent game in that sense. It's being peculiar from the get-go. Not much has changed. A timeout called now by GX.
4 all हो गया है बंटा है.
Still tight in the early game, and well, Tom, you gave us it on Haven about the double timeouts.
It's a one more combo timeout. Both teams feeling.
दोनों टीम्स ने टाइम आउट लिया है.
You don't see that every day.
मतलब अभी 3 मिनट ये टाइम आउट चलेगा. 2 मिनट सॉरी. CPS का फुल फॉर्म मालूम है, क्लिक पर सेकंड बेबी.
I might believe that Pipsum was like, actually no, I need 2 minutes here. I need the full time frame to be able to talk as long as possible. But it is the other way around, it seems.
अरे ब्लैक पार्ट उसका ग्रिप टेप नहीं है, वो बस डिजाइन है. ग्रिप टेप्स उसके अंदर बॉक्स में मिलते हैं.
He genuinely is rap god.
I don't think Pipson's going to run out of things to say either. No. He'll be like, oh, I've got another minute? Okay. And go again.
I love watching Wayland.
बात करे जा रहा है.
Like he's leading as far away from Pipson as he can.
20K worth it? I mean, तुम्हें ये वाला सॉफ्टवेयर कहीं पे और मिले, मतलब ये वाला टेक कहीं और पे मिलेगा ही नहीं. तो क्वेश्चन ही नहीं आना चाहिए if it's worth it or not.
To manage as a coach, because on one hand you're looking at this and going, okay, we just absolutely dominated a round. But then with the way things have been going, you almost expect
इन लोग में कौन बात कर रहा है वो भी दिखाओ यार.
Some sort of adaptation, and so they are both trying to react in that moment.
ये भाई कर.
But the fact is, normally the
करते रहो
team
भाई,
that calls the balls, the other ones goes, okay, they're going to try and do something new, so we're going to either stick to what we do because it worked, or we're going to try and adapt to them. Well, both teams have done that. So now you sit there and go, well, they're going to try and adapt.
बाजू वाले को नींद आ रही है, इसका बात करने का कदम नहीं हो रहा देखो.
So we should adapt to the fact that they adapted to us. Does that make sense?
You'd make a great coach.
Yeah.
For the halftime. I'd love to see some of the players.
They'll never expect it.
Do exactly what we did last round.
बताए बारसा का मैच है gang.
Look, for Pacific, I think either way this has been a success, showing that they've got the resilience to fight back into the previous map when genuinely I've come in today, I'm rooting for them, and well,
why is that?
You know why? You know why?
I know why.
I got my carry down there.
There's a few other people watching this game, so.
Oh, we don't need to talk about it. But for Pacific, they've come in. And
I knew you and Pipson were close, but that's news to me.
In map 2, I really thought that there's no chance for the bounce back. And for them to keep themselves in it. After the kickoff that they had, after last week, after map 1, after half 1.
दोनों ने टाइम आउट लेने के बाद क्या कुक किया दिखता है.
It really is, and it shows that we definitely have some of the right pieces there. There's more to be done. Deep Viper orb being thrown through. It's active on both sides, and it will be the defense to drop theirs as they continue to walk down mid. GX waiting again, though. The patience there on the attack side. They find a huge reward. Arrow with the double.
3K. सिर्फ mid hold करने के वजह से. Nah, that's diabolical. That's diabolical. That's diabolical.
Perfectly.
That's diabolical.
They tried to counter Pipson's
आज धुरंधर 2 देख के आया. कैसा लगा?
It turns out he was just repeating himself, just do the same as last round. That's what he was saying over and over again.
Just wait. And if they do this, just wait. And if they do that, just wait.
The funny thing is, I could actually imagine him doing that.
भाई उसने इतना चाव किया ना, देखा? ये राउंड में वो लोग
don't answer. Just wait.
It's like Cloud. If they were to do this, he goes, well, I would. No.
Shut up. Just wait.
Well,
except he would be shouting. We just use his speaking tone.
I know we all love each other. That's how he actually starts.
That's how he starts. Yeah, he's actually a very wholesome guy to speak to. That's all love with Pips, and that's what everybody says.
अबे ये मतलब वो बता रहा है कि सामने वाला कोच इतना 2 मिनट क्या कॉल दिया था. और उन लोगों ने वही किया. GX ने लिटरली होल्ड किया उन्होंने. लेकिन वो लोग होल्ड करके कुछ तो प्ले बनाने वाले थे जो उन्होंने कॉल आउट दिया.
Normally quite common practice.
अब ये राउंड में वो लोग कॉल आउट करेंगे.
A double duelist, especially one of those being a neon.
लाइक करो.
But when you get wrecked like that twice, basically
Come on.
opponents just
अभी कुछ तो
holding
कॉल
for you.
आएगा.
Again, that might have just been the sort of like meta game of like, okay, they're not going to expect us to do this again, so let's do it again. But when you get decimated like that, that's kind of where you'd like to have a pause.
Ooh.
And they do still have the credits to buy. Like the way that both teams have been able to keep the rounds.
सर्च करना उसके बारे में आदित्य गूगल पे.
Bring a weapon through as well.
हाँ ये राउंड में कुछ तो कुकिंग होगी, ठीक है ना? Attackers की. Let's see.
Is he going to go with a shieldless rifle?
वो 7 shieldless Vandal लिया है.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton.
Hey, if you hit the headshot.
ये बहुत पुश किया है वो बी पे.
Or body shot.
Or even if you do get headshotted, it is what it is.
That's true.
As long as you're up against the Vandal or nice and close to that Phantom.
He just knows he's up against West Side. He's like, well, he's going to headshot me anyway. I don't even need the shields.
Exactly. It's a valid strategy, actually. Just always go half armor.
Okay.
Except when Aura has
Mid to B हो रहा है यहाँ पे. वो लोग overthink कर रहे हैं. Wait, नहीं, पीछे आ गया वापस वो.
He's evolved.
Let's see if this pays dividends.
Ult है इसके पास नहीं है. Oh हाँ ult है, sorry. Miss हो गया मेरा वो. But B-min पे 2 जन control लिए. Oh, the timing is bad. Never mind though. सेवन ने अकेले ने मारा, उसके पास शील्ड नहीं था बाय द वे, शील्ड नहीं और 2 मारे उसने। वाओ भाई अटैकर्स ने टाइमिंग भी परफेक्ट लिया था, बट that was so good, that was so good। 7 ने अकेले ने संभाल लिया।
Okay,
So
here we go।
Hipson was actually planning for round 9. I think he was planning. He was a
Vaishali,
step
that's not
ahead.
funny, please stop।
Don't know which way you look at it.
Please stop।
He was a step behind.
He knew he could
3 मारा by the way,
right after the timeout,
he
so
knew
he
he
without
could
a
get
shield
around.
he got
So he was
3।
like, guys, we're gonna lose the next
Great।
round.
Yes.
But we're going for round
Timeout.
10.
We're gonna lose.
Round 10 has always been my favorite round. So if we win that one, they're going to get a full sense of security. Yeah, it's balmy. The fact that they're winning their rounds so dominantly, but we sit 5-5, it's genuinely so confusing.
Treat him like a buttercup. Build him up just to take him down. Love to see it.
Ah!
Generational plans from Dinky.
That's the guy who just killed everyone last round.
And he
got
pushed up
3
mid. Wow.
headshots last round, clean
What?
as can be, and now he's caught in the open.
अरे अकेला घुस गया सीडी।
That's
No,
a strange
wow,
with Pacific.
wait, what?
They have managed to make a big mistake.
ऐसे walk in क्यों कर रहे हैं?
Massively overcorrect into a 4v2. This is a strange game, folks. I don't know what we're witnessing, but I don't want it to stop. Pacific 6 to 5
भाई ए
now,
पे
and
वो
after
नियॉन
winning the
अकेला
round
सीटी
after the
तरफ घुस
timeout
गया है।
and then losing 2,
B पे
I
walk in
trade
करना,
one thing, and
that
that's
was
an end-of-day
horrific।
Pips and highlight
That was
package.
horrific।
He must be going through all the emotions.
I thought you were going to
कल
say
VCT
6-6,
का final है,
but we
yes।
have a beautiful little pattern on the scoreboard. 1 round, 2 round, 2 round, 10 round, 2 round, 2 round, 1 round.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Hey, Bobby. Let's go, man.
And the good thing is, as I am a broken record,
Yes?
they can very comfortably still buy. And they come into this round with 4 of their 5 ultimates. So a good opportunity here for GX to level the half. It's exactly where we should be with how things have been going. An operator for Ninja, the Fade operator is a nuance. It's not something you see very often and might be in trouble. Wesson, they're running through the utility, but hey,
क्या?
it's worked out for Pacific. That 6-6
वो
not
कैसे?
looking very likely. I think a
उस
combo
अच्छा वो
breaker pattern
स्पैम
ruler
हो
is
गया
about to
और मॉली
happen.
से मरा है।
Say a Viper wall, a snake bite, and an aid. Very weak.
Oh my God, the
combination.
timing is
Each other on the ropes.
crazy.
They've passed each other on the ropes. Alorante,
Kuta-
he's dodged.
Wait,
the
no!
dog.
Why are you
What's going
still-
on? They have not seen this man. He is a specter,
Bro!
a shadow, and he is about to strike from
Oh
the.
no! और उसने साउंड दे दिया। उसने साउंड।
Nice! What is this game? And now he's leaving the site where they are to track the guy he doesn't know is flanking. I don't know what I'm witnessing. Grabinho
क्या timing है ये?
in the best position possible.
Oh my
Strikes
God.
onto Cupid. Alarante's on the other side of the bloody
Bro,
map.
relax,
And
Caster!
Pacific, they've only got screens in
30
sight to
seconds
play
left.
with. They backed themselves into a corner.
But also that's where GX are going. They're walking
my
into
God.
the one stagger on
Oh
the
my
side.
God.
And now Groovy's backstab almost seems
Yeah.
meaningless.
भाई ये लोग
This has
defense
been
बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हैं।
a story of a round, one that I hope we never have to tell again. A 1 versus 3.
10
He's
seconds
dead.
left.
There's no way he comes out of this alive. A 7-5 Pacific will claim the lead going into the half. A peculiar half at that. And we'll see if GX are going to turn the tide. just one
कास्टर
more
पागल हो गया। सिनेड कौन है? चैंपियंस विनर है, गोटेड गेमर है। इंडिया में भी जो इंटरनेशनल टूर्नामेंट हुआ था, नाम भूल गया उसका। सी से था कुछ। वो भी फुटी जीती थी, उसमें सिनेड तभी खेल रहा था। फीफा वॉच बडी, फीफा नहीं आगाज है वो, यूसीएल है। वॉच पार्टी टुमारो RNTX वर्सेस सोल स्प्लिट फाइनल्स। मेरे को वॉच पार्टी के राइट्स के लिए पूछना पड़ेगा। इसको पूछूं? एक सेकेंड, मैं डायरेक्टली इनको पूछता हूँ। रुको, नॉर्डविन के पेज को पूछते हैं। नॉर्डविन के पेज को ही डीएम कर दिया। अभी देखते हैं। हाफ टाइम पे मैच पॉज टाइमर ऑन करते क्या ये लोग? मैच पॉज टाइमर ऑन करते क्या ये लोग हाफ टाइम पे? नहीं, ऑब्वियसली नहीं। भाई कल, भाई लोग कल मैं ट्रैवल करने वाला हूँ ये टाइम पे, लेकिन कल EMEA के दोनों मैचेस इतने क्रेजी होने वाले हैं ना, इतने क्रेजी कि तुम्हारी सबकी चड्डी फट जाएगी. Tomorrow is a crazy freaking day if you are alive and if you are free.
Map 3, and if you had 3 words to summarize how we got here, you'd be about 45 words too short, and all of those words would just be, this has been madness, pure madness.
I'm confused.
Yes, actually, very, very solid there, Tom, very solid. That gives you the full picture. It has been a crazy game, even that last round. You genuinely don't know. You know, normally you see these videos, it's like the 1 in 100 clip from ranked or from an official where they pause it and say, what happens next? You could do that with any moment of this game on any map so far, and I guarantee you nobody would know unless they had seen
most of those are faking in custom servers.
Yeah. A lot of people don't even sing over their clips live, and frankly, that's outrageous. Jack Igo mentioned, well, round 13, the pistol round. From what we've seen, it means nothing, because you can win with full classics against the buy in the next. That's what Pacific did. It's how they got here. For GX, on the defense, this is a bit of a challenge for them. But the success of the attack, a lot of it came from just waiting for their opponents to push into them. I do wonder if they'll have different energy here, though.
That normally seems to be the case. A slow attack.
Well, travel block करेगा नहीं.
And Alorante.
ट्रैवल ब्लॉक भाई पूरा टाइम गाड़ी में रहेंगे, क्या ब्लॉक करूंगा वो. Oh my, what is Zara doing?
One of them, a pistol switch in the middle of the fight. Cooper at least claiming one, but it's the
नुस्ता पुश कर रहे, नुस्ता पुश कर रहे. कल प्रीमियर नहीं खेलोगी, अबे जाना है यार मेरे को गाओ.
Meta game the story so far. Pacific are in the lead in this round.
Based on what we've seen, Alorante. Oh, he's got the position. He'll catch one, the other on the other side of the Viper wall, but
1v2 still.
With the pick they needed.
लेकिन ये low है बेचारा.
That he's here.
30 seconds
left. Of course, they would have suspected it, but now they know for sure. 25 seconds, and it looks like they'll give him the space to stabilize, to get this plant down and flip the clock into his favor. He's very close to the elbow, but that gets him round.
Wow, okay.
Very close to the elbow.
निकाल लेता मजा आ जाता भाई.
Big mistake.
निकाल लेता मजा आ जाता.
There to punish. Another pistol.
मेरी डैड को का पैसा तुमको दे रहा हूँ. लव यू. क्या बात है रौनक, क्या बात है, तूने नाम रौनक कर दिया पाशा. नहीं नाम क्या, नहीं वेट, रौनक का मतलब क्या है रौनक नाम का?
Any of that additional control.
Nice.
That's going to be their second pistol. Of course, they didn't manage to get the conversion last time around. I do think that on the attack, that should be a little bit more difficult. It's not so much getting all the players in the right place at the right time, but saying that, if they were to rush B right now, it is fairly dependent on a Grabinho judge.
Life में रौनक ला दी.
Now that sounds like it's a safe bet, but you never really know.
VCT का new format देखा मैंने.
He's in the smoke. He's playing a crazy game, a risky one, that's for sure. They're about to come out.
Oh, Grabinho के पास judge है.
The shots do not land. My God, it's atrocious.
Oh my God!
I don't know.
Bro, क्या movements थे वो?
As DJ Khaled once said, another one. A chance to try and respond.
Okay.
Enough. He wants to
Come
try
on.
and do it all, but he's
Come on. 2v2.
Comes back down to a 2 versus 2. Still, only classics, he says, on the other side. But a gravity well, which could make things awkward. A chance, maybe.
वो recon करने पीछे आ रहा है. नहीं अच्छा पुल है इसलिए.
Something here.
कर दे. Oh shit, it's half done.
Got it to half and.
Oh, he knows एक flank आ रहा है. Okay. गुडी को. अगर वो पुल बराबर कर देता तो शायद अभी टाइम कम रहता उनके पास.
Yeah, listen, awful round. Top
Bro, वो क्या नाचा है यार नियॉन, मजा आ गया भाई.
I said that, you know, if CNET comes sliding around that corner, sure, I'm really surprised by.
What's that?
We can get in slow-mo.
That's true.
They've turned a page.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Replay's not over, Tom. I'm holding my breath. I'm waiting to see it. Okay.
Just cut away now.
All right. Just gonna go right back to it. Whoops, forgot one.
We're gonna miss the round, but we'll see it though.
But the 7-7, the fact is GX get out with 2 weapons that makes this round a lot weaker.
7-7, and 7 is on 11-11.
Wow.
My head's already
Make
hurt,
a wish.
भाई हमारे ये कसम जोड़े ढिंचा के भाई ये लोग वापस B push कर रहे हैं.
Okay, 7-7 is the score. And Pacific.
Oh.
Feeling suppression. Feeling the push in towards B main, they're going to back out of there. The reality is, this is a round they don't want to take unfavorable fights, like when GX are, looking for the battle. You evade that because they don't have a lot to work with on that defensive side. They have a lot of weaknesses, and now they've missed the timing.
Unlucky.
I think Grubby might even have been seen stepping up there. Team Pacific were more than ready. And now, if they get the plan down, they can keep all these fights to range, which is what I want to see with so many weaknesses on the other side. And it should be an easy closer.
Yeah.
But what we're going to see,
I don't know.
Probably something different.
They're going to keep 4 players alive. I have faith.
Sky's out.
See, good start.
Nicely done.
Gone.
Oh.
It's not push right.
Gonna take a bit of it. 3 players alive. They're gonna keep 3 players alive.
3v2?
3 would be fine. 2 would be worrying.
Bro.
2 would be worrying. If anybody else.
No way. No way. They won their bonus. Oh my god.
Absolute nightmare. How? Ow. How? How?
I'll give you an answer to that, Tom. They pushed ramp. They pushed. They said we've got the advantage. We've got the plan. We've got the time.
आज casters थोड़े से लेके आए भाई.
No, he's not ready.
They're gonna push into us, and we've got the range. So let's just take the fight to them. Let's just run at the pistols. That always works out well. Oh my goodness, this game.
भाई ये क्या game जा रहा है back and forth भाई.
Years off my life.
वो भी decider game भाई.
Thanks, man. Yeah, it feels really good to be right in a moment like this. That's just such an overplay of your hand. Everything went your way. You won the opening fights. You got the plant. Time's on your side. They've got to push into you. They've got to push into your angles. And sure, you want to get ahead of the utility. They've got a very good calm for bursting out. I understand that. But they also have pistols. And you pushed into the pistol range.
Now they have rifles.
Yep.
It is a repurchase. A judge for CNED. Judge has been unkind so far. Normally, well, when I watch the other Pacific, the region, it's normally pretty good.
क्या खा रहे हो? Secret है.
But we'll see.
Guess करो.
Over the top they go. This is a ruse.
Oh, fake हो रहा है, fake हो रहा है.
Sold to the walls.
अयो. But वो मर गया है. And now they know कि ये सिर्फ अकेला था. Nah, this is bad. अयो. Okay, good trade. 3v4. Ninja का round है. Ninja का round है.
But his flank is still in play. Timing here going to be everything, but he is making his move. Ninja by name, ninja by nature. Alorante is kind of
2v3. But उसके सामने कोई नहीं है. Oh my god, rapid बनाए.
Even more deadly. It's only going to come down to Flickless. If he can turn the tide, if he looks back in the other direction, but he is just waiting for his teammates to make that move.
Oh, वो घूम गया. Oh my god, ये smoked है. Bro, वो ऊपर से मार रहा है. Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Flickless pounces, his patience paying off.
Cool.
ये मैं कब करेगा कौन सा भाई?
By
the way, EMEA में ये लोग nerf वाले खेल रहे हैं. What? ये nerf वाले? Nah, that's crazy.
It's just that they didn't push.
That is crazy. अच्छा ये second week है इसलिए क्या?
Really quick, and because they took their time, Flickless can wrap up behind, and that closes the round. Otherwise, very different round we're looking at right there. Good attempt, but now the lead for GX and the money falling apart on the side of Pacific. It's nowhere to be found. There's a couple of credits.
वो टाइम आउट आ गया.
Arcade machines, that's all they're going to get. And a timeout called here and now by Pacific, calling it out, going into their low by. Obviously, make the best of this. Find out what you can about the setup that they're running. Although I think we already have a decent idea.
हाँ तुम लोगों ने guess किया मैं क्या गा रहा हूँ?
Next round, because GX are about to be 10-7 up.
सबने टट्टी लिखा यार, सबने.
And at that point,
एक कुछ अच्छा लिख देता. एक बंदा. पिज़्ज़ा खा रहा हो यार.
पिज़्ज़ा.
Literally सबने टट्टी लिखा.
Again, a bit of a difficult one.
चीप आओ तुम लोग बोलते हो. मैं गंदा चीज बोलता हूँ भाई. देख रहे हो तुम खुद को? कितने खराब हो?
It's just like being overly aggressive in silly circumstances. And like, yeah, I get it a little bit more here from Alorante. You're trying to buy time for your teammate to wrap around. That's fine. But in the round prior, that was just silly. Like, it was just silly. And so you've had 4 plants. That's normally a very, very good sign that you're able to get into those post-plant scenarios. You get those few extra credits, get the orbs, and also get the timer ticking in your favor.
तूने पूरे chat को सिखा दिया.
Lost all 4. And that is quite a damning statement for the first few rounds. And now you're coming in.
Pijo.
Well, you've got ults. and a Bucky.
You made us. ठीक है भाई, आज से नहीं बोलूँगा.
Not that much of a disadvantage in play for GX when it comes to the next buy round, even if they lose
Okay,
all the
okay,
players.
ego है ये Pacific का.
The start is good for Pacific, a trade, and now they'll focus in towards this A site. This is all we need. The control and GX to go pushing into you. This time they don't have the rifles, but they do have the ultimates. And if they can get the pit down, this game, that could be completely different. Turning their
भाई प्लांट मिल गया उनको, उनके पास अर्ज देखो ना कितने.
As those pistols play,
क्या वो अल्ट करेगा?
They could put it down.
क्या वाइपर अल्ट करेगा? Oh,
We're
he's
not
doing
seeing
the
it
ult.
just yet.
I guess, maybe not. Never know.
They're going to rely on other ultimates. They're going to have to rely on other ultimates.
They are not committing their ults. Okay.
I guess they just weren't feeling it.
Ah, Ninja with
Again,
the
a nice
3K.
attempt. He's been having a good game. It's safe to say, but not this time. Another post plant. Seemingly another opportunity, but yeah, the thing is, I've seen teams like if it was the only ultimate.
रणवीर भाई ने 10 रुपए दिया गूगल पे और लिखा है चल कॉफी पीवांगे. कॉफी तो पीने का मन तो हो रहा है भाई. कॉफी पीवांगे, चलेंगे क्या? Thank you for the 10, Ranveer bhai. Clock, thank you so much for the sponsor. Welcome to the Pow Gang Clock.
Play off each other inside of it. And what did GX have to get back through? Now they've got ultis. They've got the seekers. That's
Okay, ult se. मजबूत ult से. Pacific को ये round कुछ भी करके जीतना है.
And it also nullifies.
Come on,
play,
Pacific.
but you don't know at that point. It nullifies that. It seems like a mistake, but this is what the timeout was for. This is the round we've been waiting for. The Pacific were waiting for. They saved over every ultimate that they've got here in the previous round.
अगर ये round हार गए तो GG लिख दो.
And for what?
Eliminator नहीं है ये.
It's within reach. It's a few seconds away and already
Spam में मार दिया Flickless को. काय के लिए नाचना है उधर?
He's been very good on those. In this series so far.
Oh, they're peeking. They're peeking out for the trade and they got the trade. Wow.
Right out of there. Great response from
Beautiful.
the defenders.
Amazing.
Showstopper out as well. Pretty much every kill you get on the GX side removes one of the ults, and or what would have been a good plan of get in with a showstopper.
ऐसा reclear करना जरूरी होता है भाई.
Idea is now gone. Nightfall sent through.
कोई reveal नहीं हुआ है.
To anybody.
Oh,
give some space. The reveal lets them know the west side
Yeah,
is
this
is a ruse. And this is a ruse that, as of right now, has claimed 0 victims. Nobody has yet to move on the defensive side. They're sitting passive. Cosmic Divide goes in, and it's a solid
he's gonna
ult
peek
to
out?
really make things awkward for Arab.
Good stun.
But he's going to connect to the site. And now with 30
वो
seconds,
लोग वापस भी जा रहे हैं. लेकिन भाई क्या patience है भाई GX का.
Yeah, they heard the op on A. They think then that the rotate should be coming in.
Wow, west side. GG. खत्म game. Pacific को नहीं हो रहा है. They are going back 10 seconds and Sky side पे.
The sprint to the site and the first man doesn't have the spike. His job is to clear this out, to find this defender if they're on side. But Cloud
No time.
catches them all.
Ay.
Too far gone.
Unlucky
It's
भाई.
over
GG.
for
खत्म
A
game.
close round, but
खत्म game.
not close enough for Pacific. The timeout burned. That was the last one as well. And now the home stretch for GX.
Oh yeah, it was something that I sort of mentioned back on Pearl when they were playing the defensive side. Was
Yo, you run back and forth, bro. You need to know what you do, brother. Okay? Let's go,
Yeah,
baby.
it's kind of yeah.
That's fair.
He said it perfectly.
यार भगा दी उसकी.
Pacific.
Sinead भाई.
GX don't move.
Fight 12 में
You're not
Sinead.
sending anybody into those sites. There's no real reason for them to. Oh, yeah,
Marcus, shit down कर दी.
It's not going to happen, and that is what lost the round for them because the move
Which
back to B
पिज्जा?
at the end.
भाई मैं
that
इसलिए नहीं
wasn't the
बताना
part
चाहता
that was
ताकि तुम
packed.
लोग की रात की क्रेविंग ना हो यार.
Didn't
इसलिए
find the
छुपा
openings
के
they
खा
were
रहे हो
looking
यार.
for.
हेल्दी
The
खाओ यार.
adjustments on the fly not coming through after an incredible comeback on Pearl. It looks like one might be needed again. Not quite as daunting of a score line, but here on Split, the attack we've seen so far, there is much
आई गो बेचारा. Oh my
to be
god.
seen
Oh
from
wait, hold up.
Pacific.
Hold up.
Good kill by Cloud! Flickless on the rope!
3v3.
Takes down Ninja! And now the numbers back to a 3v3.
मैंने पहले
but
Pacific
this
का. Come
time
on,
the
ये
pick
जीत
does
जाओ
come into
भाई.
play, but it's not on
Sinead
the
भाई
side.
उठ जाओ.
They
Good
can
morning कर लो.
Completely avoid it. Wrap around it. Grabinho has other ideas. Sitting
Wow,
inside, waiting for aggression. They
Flickless.
caught
No
Sinead around
way.
the top now. Pacific want to push through. They
क्या
want
दो
to
kill
get
लिए
some
भाई ने?
information, perhaps. And if they do, that's the hope of Grabinho. He'll be there waiting, shorty in hand. But instead, they back off. Move towards the site. This creates a danger.
Oh!
Alorante goes
Yo.
down. Rubinho can easily join the troops.
I'll drop कर दिया.
Hit is going to fall.
वो smoke में खेल रहा है. And he gets one. 1v3. 1v2 था, sorry. Easy जीत गए भाई. Easy जीत गए.
Success against the odds, fighting back through that ult, through that utility against the clock, but for Pacific, it's just another head scratcher, man.
He didn't mean to let that pit drop, did he?
I don't think so.
No. Because like there was a moment where I was like, okay, they're giving up on the pit, so that maybe it reveals someone.
I'm gonna have a heart attack, bro. Oh my god.
Same, Cloud. Same.
We are right there with you, my brother.
I'll be honest, like up until this half, you guys were partially to blame.
Night Market के वीडियो में
last map, but you know.
Number of lucky subscriber gets alt F4 merch.
Oh, GX are punishing every mistake.
Good idea.
Yeah.
That's
Well, look
it's as
at the
simple as that.
retakes. Every round bar one has been them retaking and winning.
Yeah.
Like,
Six all after na chat.
For the worst post plant in VCT history.
रिव्यू इग्नोर करने का कुछ नहीं होता. लोड नहीं लेने का.
Didn't even hit the boom bot. He's out of there. Giving up control. Damage done on to 7, down to 30. And this one of 5 attempts for GX to close it out. They go pushing into the defense that's shown.
7-5 after. Oh my god.
They've waited 30 seconds. They've let the clock run down. They've let Pacific make a mistake. And this time, it's an early mistake. The same punish there from GX. A big advantage.
भाई सब one side मार दिया भाई GX ने.
Just waiting. I don't know if Pipson genuinely screamed just wait 30 times during the timeouts, but if he did, perfectly played. Hold on.
Oh,
there's still some
अबे ult कर दिया.
Pacific. We've seen them bounce back in some big
Whoa!
and now it's only the Viper from the pit left standing. Flickless
Oh my god,
but
seen it!
He buys Pacific at least one more fight.
Yeah, we finally seen him come alive. I think in that round alone, he's almost doubled his kills. Yeah. He was on 5, now on 9. This overdrive was everything. Again, we saw this in the last map. Like, all it takes is a little bit of a spark, but there doesn't seem to be a spark there. Look at the faces. Like every time in the last map where they were coming back, they were screaming, they were shouting, they were 3, 4, 5 rounds down, and we see them almost off their seats. We even joked about how CNET's getting hyped up.
America's गायब है. कभी ये परसों शायद.
But that's the problem though. The way that they've lost these rounds is getting a foothold, having an advantage, and then letting it slip. Yeah. And that's a completely different vibe to getting shut down in the entry. Okay, sure, we lost that fight. We played this wrong, but big mistakes were made. Pacific have a lot, of course, correction to do. 4 rounds in a row needed from this point, and it will be a slow start. This time they adopt the just wait approach and the fake again. This time towards B. They put pressure in B heaven. They're waiting outside B main. In fact, they're
fake कर रहे
back. This was a
जबरदस्ती sound दे रहे
A fake into a B hit. That's the plan from Pacific. Last time these fakes didn't work. Cloud was screaming at them from across the stage.
यहाँ पे.
Let's see if they've got a better idea this time.
Slow, thrown in. He's trying to.
Oh, never mind. GG. Oh wait,
it
wait.
For a moment.
Huh?
They need a little bit more. Rubinho, a nice attempt.
2v3. एक के पास तो ऑप है, वो फ्लैंक आ रहा है. 2 साल लगेंगे उसको आने.
Cloud's trying to get a little bit cheeky.
Oh, nice pull, bhai.
It's going to deny that little bit of extra space.
Oh, flank mara. 2v2.
On the back. It leaves them a little bit more segmented, a little bit more trapped. The reaction from Pacific should be to try and fight one of these players. They're completely isolated.
इसके पास slide है.
But as of right now, they're yet to find that fight.
नहीं यार, Cloud बहुत confused था.
A chance to maybe take this here.
अयो, bro, मुझे लगा आरा निकाल दिया ये round chat. That was a close round. That was a close round.
Such a narrow margin, but they are holding on to a cliff's edge by the tips of their fingernails.
I think it's a pinky finger at this point.
It really is. I need Luffy to pull them all the way up. 3 in a row here.
You're losing against me, bro.
Well, they're winning.
Yeah, they are, but they lost the round. You know what he means. You know what he means. Thing is, GX come in 3 ultis.
सीनेट ऑन हो गया? अगर ये मैप भी हगा देना है, got no words. Imagine ये भी comeback होता है.
Open them up. The retakes can be terrifying. And we're seeing the same thing. We've seen this before, even from GX, even in this series. Most players, or some players, sitting in spawn while others look for information, find where the push is coming in. But I will.
अबे इको आ गया है बे GX का. नहीं लेकिन इको भी जीत जाते हैं लोग.
What we saw before, where they decide to play a
much
faster set of fakes. They left too much time between the B hits and the A hits last time, but this time it's much more direct. It's much more convincing. And that's a great sign. With 3 left to go.
More synergized as well.
Yes. Yeah, they're fixing their pacing.
Because I think you could see it from the utility thrown out from West side. The goal was to hit one set of players so the others couldn't pincer them at once. This time, though, it seems like read is a wrong one. Alarente's doing a great job to sell a fake with only a bandit.
अबे वो लोग यही आ रहे हैं. उनको लग रहा है यही पे गैंग है.
They're going to go back, right?
Oh my god. Oh wait.
Oh no.
Oh wait.
But the thing is, if
GX
that's been
rotate
sold as a
कर रही है.
fake, now they do actually get to walk into an open site. It's definitely a little bit more risky if they want to move, but yeah, it's worked perfectly.
I was very nervous, but it is. But there it is. That's
okay.
exactly what I want to see. Yeah. If the stack was still here, they'd know by now. Perfect. And I think the fact that they send in the pistol, perfect.
They are trying this, chat. They are trying this.
Oh. But he's going to be caught off by Ninja on the side.
Oh my god, Ninja. बचा लिया Ninja ने round.
On the way back out. That was
भाई heavy investment.
I mean, for West side to put his ult through,
heavy investment की है भाई.
To do the same, to try to get in there quick, have some impact even on the slide, but being shot from an off angle completely decimated that play. And now those are some big pieces of the GX puzzle that will be missing for the rest of at least regulation here.
Yeah. Oh, clearly felt like there was a gap to exploit. Wasn't the case.
He looks very surprised that he hit that shot. Not what you want to see, but you know what, Cubert, you got a 3K the other round, so we'll let it slide.
2 rounds, 3 in a row. It seems like Pacific only start the party once they're basically out of the map. It felt like this was a done deal. Or maybe we're looking at the other side and it's just like GX can't win a round the second they get to 12.
Nah, come on.
The operator with the open.
Come on.
Pressure being
Nahi.
The distraction of Cloud has helped him out massively. Can he get out? Yes, he can. And they've been fantastic.
अबे यार GG यार chat.
2-man advantage.
अबे हट यार.
This time, it doesn't look like it's going to go back the other way unless Cooper has one of the clutches. Not this time. GX
आरा निकाल लिया वे easily.
Their second dinner.
GGWP. ओए अगला गेम crazy है. अगला गेम crazy है भाई. एमर लोग का गेम है अगला.
And avoiding another comeback. 2-1. GX take their victory here today. Fanning the embers a little bit, but we've yet to see them on that full blazing inferno. Yeah. For now, promise and at least a lifeline, not going into next week 0-2. On the other side of the stage, this story, it's not looking good. For Pacific, they have to fight now. The next 3 games has to be a huge step up. They only go up in power as the weeks go on.
Yeah, I think the good thing for Pacific is it does seem like they
कल भी watch party होगी ना.
Unfortunately, close doesn't win you anything. For GX, this looks more like a starting block. There were some high highs in this series, or with how they were able to play.
मैं कल सुबह की बस देख रहा था गाँव जाने, लेकिन कल सुबह की कोई है ही नहीं. Sorry, परसों सुबह. मुझे परसों सुबह ही जानी थी भाई. लेकिन परसों कोई है ही नहीं. और कल रात की है तो कल रात ही निकलना पड़ेगा मुझे क्योंकि कल की वॉच पार्टी करनी थी. कल बहुत बैंगर मैचेस थे एंड मैंने ऑलरेडी बहुत मैचेस मिस किए. मेरे को बहुत सैड लग रहा है बट सॉरी चैट.
We'll see the same form out of the man that's down on the stage right now. Phenomenal game from him. Let's hear from Ara.
I feel like you guys are already getting ahead of yourselves talking about weeks to come. Right now, we get to enjoy the moment of victory. Ara, you were just insane. I want to say the whole series, but map number 3 especially. Did you feel that?
अबे Ara मतलब क्या?
Map number 2, you're like, we can't let them have any more here. No space given.
I mean, I told even the boys, like, to not worry that we got this in our hands. Like, maybe it seemed like the game slipped a bit out of our hands. but we kept calm, we kept composure, and it just turned out to be good.
We were seeing, you know, during the timeouts, Pipson was quite animated speaking to you guys. What's your reaction when he's getting there and you know the game is so close to going in your way, but ultimately doesn't?
I mean, Pipson is every time trying to help us win the game, obviously.
क्या बोल रहा था वो बता.
Sometimes he can be a bit angry because we do some rounds bad, some rounds, for example, I do bad, and I know he can be a bit angry, but he's only trying to help us win the game, and he cares about us, and yeah.
I have a couple more questions in regards to map number 2. Yourself picking up the Waylay, that's something that you have
Long
played
time,
last
yes,
week
what's up?
On Pearl as well, but it not really eventuating to anything. Of course, you guys don't get the win here again, but you played just outstanding for it. Do you not feel the effects of the Waylay nerf?
I mean, the way we use the Waylay, we use it like kind of like a jet, to be honest. Like we always, I have no refrag, for example, the ability, and it's kind of becomes a jet with a stun. So I don't really feel like it's bad or something. I feel like it's a good addition, but we still have to cook it up a bit more.
Okay, I like that though. You're like, we're not putting it out of the question by any degree there. The other question I have is, a lot of the Giant X fans out there obviously happy to get this series win along with you guys. How important did it feel though to get this win? Because we're saying it's a lot.
Yes, DM करना Insta वरती मला.
Did you feel that?
कसा arrange करणार तू?
I mean, this win really helped us, motivate us a lot after last week when we lost against Vitality. But we kept working hard, we always keep working hard, and this is the key to success, I guess. And we keep working hard, even with this win, and I think it motivates us more.
100%.
I love it so much, Ara. Thank you so much for joining me. Congratulations again on the win. We're going to be going into a break on the other side of it, though. We still have so much more action as we're only halfway through our day number 1 for week number 2 here at VCT EMEA.
अगला मैप बैंगर होने वाला है. मेरे को अभी वो VCT वाला वीडियो देखना है. VCT.
I was told this would be a light read. The file is the size of a major patch.
Dude, this is classic Leo. Bigger, bolder, better. I'm half expecting to get quadruple elimination at this point. Okay, so like when Plat Chat covers this, what's the dream headline?
Everything is a tournament.
That's pretty bold.
Exactly.
Told you.
I mean, think about it. Kickoff, Masters, Champions, they're all high-stake moments where every match counts. And what do they have in common? They're all tournaments. So we do more of that?
So what's changing?
Well, no more leagues. No more regular seasons. No more low-stake matches. No more several weeks-long journey to trophy lift.
Oh! He just called the league stages boring?
Instead, in new tournaments, we'll call them cups. Short, high-stake competitions that replace the regular season, and each cup ends with a sick finals weekend event.
So everything is
A tournament.
Wait! If everything is a tournament, तो अपने region में से regional tour एक second.
Okay, and look,
पूरा देख
that all
लेते हैं.
sounds awesome, but I told you to fix tier 2.
No more tier 2.
Leo, you can't just delete a tier.
Well, we're not deleting it. We're bringing all teams together into one single tier with open qualifiers in every region. Anyone can fight their way in, and they don't need to wait a year to do it.
नहीं. Wait. Regional open 5 qualifiers अगर होंगे. Wait, पहले
Okay,
देख
so
लेते
when you say regions, you mean Americas, APAC, EMEA.
Nope. Brazil qualifies out of Brazil, Japan qualifies out of Japan, Turkey qualifies out of Turkey, so on and so forth.
What?
A team win their regional qualifier, they're at a cup. A few weeks after that,
Okay, wait. वेट, ओ माय गॉड, मतलब ओपन फाइल क्वालिफायर्स के अंदर भी और मैचेस होंगे?
They're on the biggest stages at Masters and Champions.
Wait. So theoretically, you're telling me a random 5-stack could just...
They're good enough, yes. And the further they go, the bigger the stage and the bigger they pay out. Everything matters now, and every match builds.
But like, partner teams still exist, right?
Yes, but they fight their way in like everyone else. And if they help us grow the sport with community, events, content, we support them.
Support like...
Team capsules, financial incentives, all the things. But most of the support is attached to winning games and qualifying to tournaments. So a non-partner team doing really well can make just as much, if not more.
Okay, but what about the fans?
We go to them. We go where fans are. Cups mean more events mean more cities means the VCT closer to you.
Did you practice that?
I did.
Wait, so let's make sure we got this. You want every stage to be high stakes?
Yes.
You want anyone to be able to qualify.
Yes.
You want more events in more cities?
Yes.
This could either be chaos.
Or the best version of the VCT we've ever had.
Exactly.
Okay.
You're gonna have this ready by next year?
Yes.
Wait, what? रीजनल ओपन क्वालिफायर्स अलग चीज है और इंटरनेशनल कप्स अलग चीज है. इंटरनेशनल कप्स वैलोरेंट मास्टर्स नहीं है. वेट अ सेकंड ब्रो, वेट अ सेकंड. वेट, वैलोरेंट 2027 VCT. ओके, ये है. तो मास्टर्स एंड चैंपियनशिप 2 होंगे? नहीं, ये देखो, किक ऑफ ओपन क्वालिफायर्स, फिर इंटरनेशनल किक ऑफ, फिर एक मास्टर्स. व्हाट? ये क्या है किक ऑफ ओपन क्वालिफायर्स? फेम बॉयज क्या है? मेरे को ये चीज बताओ. ऑल ओपन तो मतलब अब रीजनल क्वालिफायर्स होंगी, बराबर. इसका मतलब पैसिफिक में SCA मतलब अपने रीजन्स इनसे फाइट आउट करेगी. जापान, कोरिया, साउथ एशिया में मतलब हर बार एक असेंशन होगा टू क्वालिफाई टू अ व्हाट? हर बार एक असेंशन होगा टू प्ले किक ऑफ ओपन प्ले दिस एंड देन दे गो हियर. नहीं, हर बार ये असेंशन है. ओके चैट, सो किक ऑफ ओपन फ्लायर्स क्वालिफायर्स एक असेंशन है. हाँ, ये जो व्हाइट वे है वो एक असेंशन है. किक ऑफ कप मतलब ये जो इंटरनेशनल कप है वो एक बेसिकली लीग कप है और ये ऑनलाइन होगा. ओ, ये ऑनलाइन होगा. Bro, this is confusing. This is confusing. There is no league anymore. Everyone will fight for their place. अरे हगरे, लेकिन ये क्या है? इंटरनेशनल किक ऑफ, ये क्या है? ये कौन सा कप होगा? इसमें कौन सी टीम्स खेलेगी? आई एम डम, तो मेरे को समझाओ ना हगरो. जो रीजनल से आएंगे वो हगा से, ओके। तो ये काइंड ऑफ एक लीग ही है, बट उसका फॉर्मेट इतना लंबा नहीं खिंचाएंगे, इसमें एक फाइनल कप मिलेगा, समझ रहे हो? तो किक ऑफ क्वालिफायर्स में इनमें से कोई भी टीम्स खेलेगी ऑनलाइन इवेंट, उसमें से नहीं, ओके। अभी जैसे हो रहा है, कल ग्रैंड फाइनल्स है, तो एससीए रीजन में से एक टीम होगी, जापान में से एक टीम होगी, कोरिया में से एक टीम और साउथ एशिया में से एक टीम, या चलो दो टीम्स होंगी शायद, 4 है तो 8 टीम्स का एक कप होगा, मतलब एक टूर्नामेंट। उसमें से जो जीतेगा वो कप जीतेगा, उसका अलग प्राइस पूल होगा, प्लस ही विल क्वालिफाई फॉर दी नेक्स्ट इवेंट जो मास्टर्स होगा। तोरा समझा?
I mean,
Tora.
to say in this moment.
Hard to say. Like I think depends on a lot of things, but until learning.
तो बेसिकली मैं तुम लोग को बताता हूं क्या है। अभी हर बार एवरी टाइम इफ एनीवन वांट्स टू क्वालिफाई फॉर अ रीजनल फाइनल, अ रीजनल कप, उसको एक असेंशन जैसा फॉर्मेट छोटा सा खेलना पड़ेगा, एंड फिर एक लीग स्ट्रक्चर वाली छोटा कप होगा, छोटा टूर्नामेंट, उससे उसको कप भी मिलेगा, प्राइस पूल भी मिलेगा, एंड प्लस ही कैन क्वालिफाई फॉर द नेक्स्ट टूर्नामेंट, दैट इज द एक्चुअल इंटरनेशनल टूर्नामेंट। दैट्स व्हाट आई फील। उनका एक ही मोटिव है, मोर मैचेस, मोर टीम्स, मोर फैंस इक्वल्स मोर मनी, बट आई थिंक इट्स गोना बैकफायर। क्या पता, क्योंकि नहीं पता नहीं ये वर्क कैसे करेगा। वो लोग जब तक और अच्छे से ये फ्लो नहीं समझाते ना, तब तक बहुत कंफ्यूजन है। देयर इज नो लीग, देयर इज नो लीग। लेकिन अभी जैसे लीग चल रही है, लेट्स कट डाउन इट कि डायरेक्ट प्लेऑफ्स हो रहे हैं, 8 टीम्स के डायरेक्ट मास्टर्स में जैसे होता है ना, वैसा हो रहा है, समझे? लेकिन एक ही रीजन का, बाहर की टीम्स नहीं रहेंगी। अगले साल से हर रीजन की टीम में एटलीस्ट 3 सेम रीजन के प्लेयर होने चाहिए। एग्जाम्पल, जी में 3 इंडियन प्लेयर्स। व्हाट? ऐसा भी होने वाला है? Oh my god. Oh my god. वोटेक्स भाई गाँव जाने वाला हो यार, अभी कैसे करोगे? मेरा फेवरेट प्लेयर पाशा।
Much something bad things happened. It's fine. It happens sometimes. We are going to handle it. I think today it's going to be very different. We are going to destroy them. I can say that. Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, when you say destroy, are you like we're gonna come in? It's gonna be 2-0.
It can be. That match can be go close, but we are going to win this match today.
Okay, I love it. And the previous head-to-head record of your Eternal Fire players and BBL, they've always won it. Are you thinking about that going into this series?
No, I don't think that. We are going to change it now.
All right, you're gonna change that head-to-head record?
Wow.
All right, perfect, Echo. That's pretty much it. Thank you. I appreciate
It's
it.
fine.
Nice and easy, see?
Yeah.
You just gotta come in here, talk a little bit of shit. That's all I need from you.
Ah! लीक हो गया लीक.
Mine was towards the end of that lyric. I can't lie. I was definitely trying to bait them out there to really say what they needed to, and I'm just saying they enjoyed saying it right. Echo last week.
लीक हो गई दीदी.
They've always.
लरोक भाई क्या बोले देखने दो. लरोक भाई क्या बोले?
I guess.
लरोक भाई shit talk किए क्या देखते हैं?
Head record up against Eternal Fire. How do you prepare for a team like Eternal Fire?
Yeah, we don't have any special things for Eternal Fire. If we play like ourselves, we are gonna win this match. Yeah, that's it. We don't have any special prepared for Eternal Fire.
Oh.
Do you feel that it's going to be an easier matchup because you have such a good head-to-head record against them? You continually are beating them?
I guess is yes. We are gonna win easy.
Oh.
But some in the matches, if we make some little stress, maybe they are gonna take 7 or 8 rounds maybe. Yeah, like that. I think it's gonna be easy.
Okay, and what's gonna help you have an easy win against them? Specific agents or maybe a specific map?
Oh no, we don't have any specific map or agent. We are just like family in each other. When we are family, we are gonna win easy.
Okay.
Like it. I try to.
Like you just
explain
work
this.
so well together that it's just gonna be easy for you. Like you don't even think about the fact it's Eternal Fire.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And that's it.
भाई कितना confused है भाई.
Thank you.
Nice and easy, right? Just a little bit of like nice and easy against Eternal Fire. I'll take that one for you. Thank you. Echo, last week when we spoke to you, you said Eternal Fire and BBL are going to be top of the groups.
Yeah. I will not stand for it. Yes, you can see that he did die to the. And
Oi,
I know that there were
Lover
some
Rock क्या खेलता है अभी?
that were just not there for Lovers Rock. But look at his numbers. I mean, he didn't do that bad because you know what? It doesn't matter what he plays.
चल Lover Rock क्या खेलता है अभी?
Every single time.
Yeah, he was pretty good on Jet, but I think that anytime he's not on.
You can't disagree with me.
अरे यार OJV9W तेरे पिछले सारे चैट देख रहा हूँ हर्ष भाई प्लीज ही लिख रहा है अगरे.
But Wheelie's nerfed, so maybe he doesn't even play it at all.
That is true.
That might be in their best interest. Am I convinced?
So actually, the patch here, 12.0.
Flex type है, main duelist है, agent खेलता है अच्छा.
I am not cooked because
आरे
we
क्या
have
आरे?
something else on BBL and it's LaRock. I know that you might have not been
Hello, Jai, hello,
surprised
Amit.
to me seeing LaRock moving away
LaRock Flex है.
from the duelist.
हर्ष भाई जी कुकड है GG कर दो अभी से. क्या इस फॉर्मेट से 2 इंडियन टीम्स दिख सकती है? हाँ. हर्ष भाई बिग फैन नवाज. ओवरवॉच खेलता है. वाह वैलोरेंट खेलता है. अरे बेशरम लोग चुप हो जाओ.
Dominating on Jet on.
And it's still dominated
I think
for like
that BBL's win condition is playing double duelist. I know back in the day, back in tier 2,
भाई लॉरोक बोला है कि 5 राउंड के नीचे भी मतलब 5 राउंड के अंदर खत्म करेंगे ये मैच.
And playing and repeating the same thing, at some point it's gonna get old. No?
Let's see, bro. Let's see.
If LaRock plays Raze, that's when I'm scared. If he's playing Khelraay,
हाथ दो क्या दो?
for Eternal Fire. Yeah. I think LaRock's is Raze. That's where I'll agree with you. But I don't want to see.
Even the KO, just how good it was last week.
Oh, production
it's the opportunity cost of like playing Jet.
This is how BBL does it.
This is what he does with Jet any day of the week.
Absolutely. Did he flash himself? That's not in the clip. Yeah. He's going to get it. I can tell you.
4 or 5 down to Pacific, by the way.
Oh, this was like a 0-0-3 or something
They were
like
building
that.
the momentum there,
Had to win a clutch as well. I'm
but
not buying it.
that's what kind of goes to
So you're telling me-
Kukuka's,
yeah.
you know, preface and the point there, where it's just like they have the ability to clutch up. There's gonna be people on this team that's able to pull out deep agents that you might not be considering, and Eternal Fire is just not gonna be ready for it.
There is a world where,
Why are you
in which
I'll take your
because
side
I am
next.
optimistic. I am optimistic. There is a world in which BBL could pick up 5 Reynas and still win against some teams in this region.
Not against my boy Echo,
Okay.
who debuted last week and was frying. I think that this guy's gonna be so full of confidence after last week. He was dominating
Yeah.
players like Kayak and Alpha, and BBL are gonna be fine.
I will give you that. I will give you that for Echo. I will give you that for Fabian, because I was very surprised in the way that they were going up against one of the biggest names in our region, and in many of the Breeze rounds, they showed no respect.
Yeah,
absolutely. And in so many of these occasions, they capitalized on all of the mistakes that Fnatic were making, and that is no easy task.
बस चेक करूँगी ना करना चेक करना आणि सांग मला
Yeah, I'm agreeing in one. The rest still stands, and especially history repeating itself.
Yeah. I mean, I just think this is the moment for them to finally do it. If there's going to be a moment, it's right now where BBL...
When we put the stage and everything.
Well, we're coming back from Santiago, like you said, a little bit rusty.
Ariraj, hello! Hello, HBI! Hello, Anish!
In the opponents that they had last week, right? The fact that they both are sitting on opposite ends of the group standings, yeah, we factor that in.
Major roster moves next year. हाँ ना भाई.
Be winning. Eternal Fire were the underdog, so a loss for them isn't surprising. The way that
चलो आ जाओ भाई. कितना टाइम है मैच चालू होने?
to a map 3, and now it is this. Are they going to meet at the exact point where
3 मिनट है. 3 मिनट हम लोग देखेंगे. Chat tops. तो समय रेना को देख, इसने रेना देखो कैसा लिखा है. क्या खा रहे हो? क्या खा रहा है बे? बर्गर बना रहा है घर पे? एंजॉय डब्ल्यू बर्गर विद डब्ल्यू कॉम्बो. अरे क्या डब्ल्यू बर्गर बना दिया है बंटा है तूने तो. लेट अस गो, लेट अस गो. रेड विद 600 euros. अबे चुप हो जाओ बे. अबे चुप हो जाओ. ये फेक करना बंद कर दो मेरे सामने. फेक करते हो यार तुम लोग. मैं तो उसको इंस्पेक्ट एलिमेंट करके 1 भी कर सकता हूँ. पोटेंशियल फिर तेरा वो रैम प्रॉब्लम नहीं रहेगा, कुछ और प्रॉब्लम रहेगा यार. एक रील भेजा हूं देखो. क्या किस पे है रील? देखो क्या अभी मैं. क्लॉक भाई वो अनाउंस कब होगा वो पता नहीं. शायद 23rd को भी हो सकता है. उन्होंने बोला तो था कि 2 दिन का टाइम होगा इसके लिए, स्टीम वॉलेट वाले के लिए. देखते हैं अभी. लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब करो. वो चैट आज बहुत क्रेजी मैच हुआ क्या दिल्ली का? अरे 24 दिन का बैन लग गया. वाह भाई, एक माउस गिव अवे कर दो ना मुझे. टटी खाएगा. ओए कौन जीता ये 1v1? कौन अगेंस्ट कौन है?
Okay.
ओलरॉक वर्सेस नेक्की. नेक्की अच्छा प्लेयर है क्या इनका?
It was Neki.
Sorry, Neki.
Yes, Neki.
ब्रो वो बॉक्स के ऊपर चढ़ सकते हैं? हाँ?
In the skirmish, now we're
Oh my God, Lara.
Neki
can shoot.
Neki ain't our guy who's supposed to be out there.
Oh, Lara जीता 1v1.
Rounding up the troops.
He's just having fun. Look at him.
He's
like,
also a Vives merchant.
Wait, didn't he
although
just
I hate
lose
that
as well?
term.
He did. No, the Rook won.
The Rook, oh, never mind.
That's the
I was going to jump
Oi
on
chat,
That's the world we
who
live in.
is a goated player in
That's pretty good, to be fair.
वो कौन सी टीम है?
But not as good as all of Eternal Fire.
वो दूसरी वाली.
Standing by.
Yeah, they're very good too.
आज क्लर्च भाई ने किंडर जॉय का गिव अवे किया. मोस्ट हम्बल स्ट्रीम. भाई इंटरस्टेलर मूवी देखिए क्या नहीं बनता है. बोर्डिंग पॉइंट एंड डेस्टिनेशन पॉइंटचा सांग मला कधी यावे. मला इंस्टाग्रामवर डीएम करना म्हणजे ते सगळं सांग.
Oh my god, maps, guys, maps.
फर्स्ट मैप इज पर्ल, सेकंड मैप इज स्प्लिट. क्या हो रहा है दीदी को?
Possibility. Oh my god, Eternal Fire, you're so good. We're so gonna go to map 3. We are so gonna go to the first fracture of EMEA. That's where I want to end
भाई
up
ये
today.
क्यों हंस रही है?
How did we get to
ये क्यों हंस रही थी
fracture?
इतनी में?
By
ओ अच्छा, फर्स्ट अब तक फ्रैक्चर नहीं हुआ इस पे.
That's not what she did.
I know.
So last week, both teams banned Fracture.
अबे
A game of chicken on who.
अबे वो दीदी को देखा कितना हंस रही थी.
Is that they just play chicken to the end and then surprise Fracture at the
Yeah.
end. So it might be the messiest Fracture game we've ever seen.
Was the one being like, oh, you're still gonna leave the fracture open? Let me see what you got.
Yeah. So it might be a messy game of Fracture, but
I
I'm down
want to
for
see it so bad. You have no
I
idea.
just wanna. Sorry, like the TV's so far away. I am too blind and there's too many lights.
What info are you looking for?
BBL,
Bind and Haven bans.
Yeah. So for BBL, that is a map that they've been banning in the past and they've not been incredibly comfortable in. For Eternal Fire, I think that also because of what we saw last week, it makes sense. It's a very good map for BBL as well.
Both teams coming in with good vetoes here. I like the chicken on the Fracture, and I like the fact that they're just banning their opponent's best map, essentially.
Gosh,
देखूंगा ना यार मनन भाई ऐसे कैसे क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा है तू अज भाई टीम हेरेटिक्स ने कमबैक को निकाल दिया है तो अभी कौन है हेरेटिक्स में
because the game of chicken that you're also
कमबैक को निकाल के होगा क्या कमबैक पांचवा कल ही मैच है ना उनका
stages of stage 1 so maybe if you're going to experiment at any point it's this but is that also some part of maybe BBL just getting too big?
Are you serious brother
and it's like that could
are you sewer
undoing
literally उनका 5-man roster है
well, I mean,
a new Eternal Fire
it's not like they're not going to have anything prepared like they're going to be able to play this map it's just interesting that
वो ये Cloud9 में नया player है वीर वीगो अच्छा assistant coach है
just like yeah we'll just see what happens I do think a game of Fracture in the early stages where we're still figuring it out in this new meta will benefit Eternal Fire more as the team that
EDG में मैंने सुना है कांगकांग का कोच बोल रहा हूँ कांगकांग का कजिन आया EDG में is it real or fuck है स्कोर लाइन लगा देना स्ट्रीम पे स्कोर लाइन नहीं लगा सकता बनता है यहाँ पे ये चल रहा है ना वॉच पार्टी इसकी चल रही है वैलोरेंट की तो इट्स नॉट अलाउड दैट वे अबे 3 मिनट अब तक हुए नहीं इनके इन लोगों ने 3 मिनट का काउंटर राउंड लगाया था ना देखो भाई तो भाई सुपर स्ट्राइक पे ना ऐसा सिर्फ टच करने हल्का सा जाता हूँ कि टच हो जाता है ब्रो जस्ट स्टार्ट
Is there a specific
triple click हो रहा है
last week it felt like Echo was showing up in a lot of different ways whether it was in interviews or in the server himself is he
भाई तुझे साइंस फिक्शन मूवी देखनी पसंद है मुझे सारी देखनी पसंद है भाई जो भी इंटरेस्टिंग लगे
someone who I'm very interested by like I was
नहीं देखा निश न्यू प्लेयर लिया है कोशमारास लिक्विडपीडिया दे देख हां कोशमारास
he deserves VCT I think he's a very good player I'm surprised I've not seen him here before and I think it's down to him to start kind of matching
Koshmaras how to join Discord exclamation Discord
about all the Turkish history that we've had all the players Easy was one of the players who went to the with a full roster Turkish roster to go into a global event and that was many years ago but you know he still has it and he's going to prove it today
well look it's
अभी नया माउस आ गया है तो पुराने वाले का गिव अवे कर दो
down with Mitch and one of the players to see just how they're feeling before they walk out on stage
भाई गेम नहीं चालू होगा
What's up, guys? I'm standing here with Kreven. He's about to walk in the tunnel, but I got some questions to ask you before we send you onto that stage. First, I faced off against you in a death match, and you destroyed me, man.
Obviously.
I want to know, when are we going to see you do this skirmish? Like, how do you decide who does it?
Like Laruk is an animal, so like he needs to go. Like that's not my game. Laruk wants to play skirmish, so we let him go. He's the animal.
Let me tell you, you're a little bit of an animal yourself, though, on the deathmatch servers. So
चालू हो गया बस कर इंटरव्यू तेरा ऐसी चाबी घुमानी नहीं होती क्या चैट ओए इटर्नल फायर में गोटेड प्लेयर कौन है बताओ नाम लो मुझे चैट बोलिए कि इटर्नल फायर में सब एमर्स है ठीक है ना बहुत गोटेड एमर्स है इसलिए मैं इनका मैच देखने रुका हूं Tell me if they are actually good.
Might not have heard it, but my right eardrum has been blown out by Kukuka cheering for BBL coming out onto stage.
Oh, भाई.
That's it. That's all we.
मैं एक सेकंड के लिए कंफ्यूज हो गया कि तुम लोग एको क्यों लिख रहे हो यहाँ पे एको तो हो रहा नहीं है वो प्लेयर का नाम एको है
actually the white noise is loud enough so you can hear it. So that is how much I'm going to be cheering for them today. Now, actually, like all jokes aside and everything, I really like the fact that we are getting this matchup, this derby, this moment in the competition.
Shout out to Iri and Zenzu.
This is a very good moment for Eternal Fire to show up to the challenge and finally get a different result than in history.
Yeah, I agree. I think that like having the matchup early means that, you know, those
invalid link दिखा रहा है सोमनाथ भाई या आदित्य प्लीज वो जरा अपडेट कर दो ना
all the time in the world to do things. Eternal Fire
जस्ट समझ रहे ना कि न्यू वीडियो देखी भाई सच बताऊं मजा आ गया फॉर रियल भाई बहुत अच्छी वीडियो है
the most advantaged.
We don't just listening to them there. It feels like Eternal Fire are done with
भाई लरोक बहुत शांत लग रहा है आज मैटर मूड में लग रहा नहीं है.
I just want to get into it. Do you have any, I don't know if predictions is the right word, but okay.
I think they scream. Next time I'm gonna have to join in.
I think you fired them up there.
Listen, I think that next time I'm gonna try and join in. My Turkish definitely not there.
कितना बजा है?
Yet.
आधे घंटे में बारसा का मैच चिल करो. Who do you think is gonna win? जिस हिसाब का कॉन्फिडेंस लरोक ने दिखाया है, ठीक है? तो उसको क्या नाम था वो प्लेयर का नाम भूल गया मैं, लेकिन इटर्नल फायर के प्लेयर को पूछा कि क्या आप आज जीतोगे, तो वो बोला कि पता नहीं, देखते हैं, हम जीतेंगे ये पक्का है, लेकिन कितने इससे दे जीतेंगे पता नहीं. लरोक बोलता है अगर हम लोग आज गंदा खेले तो वो लोग 7-8 राउंड्स जीत सकते हैं, बाकी हमारे लिए बहुत इजी है.
So I wouldn't be surprised if he is just in.
Yeah, but we've seen
gel,
it. Yeah, but what I mean is like we've seen most of the teams have been bar the team.
Fight Turkish versus Fight Turkish. Ooh.
Most of the other teams are like testing here and there, or like, oh, this map.
Izzy and Nico.
And this one, no, we're going to put an extra sentinel next to an initiator, and I think it's also working fine. I think that it's a possibility. Can I not be excited for something?
भाई ये हर जगह साइड आई करके क्यों देखता है? वो उसके इसमें भी इंटरव्यू में भी साइड आई कर रहा था, ऐसा करके देखता है.
But are there going to be those new agents? The one that you guys were surprised about in our previous series was Waylay going on west side. Is there that potential for a new combo on any of these players and agents?
I would be surprised to see a Waylay here. I honestly think
तुम लोग ने इतना हाइप किया है ना एको को, अगर वो घान खेला अभी तो मतलब समझ जाना किसने नजर लगाई.
Especially with
these teams.
Yeah. Makes a lot of sense.
Izzy lovers rock Jet. Can we get it?
Fabian on Phoenix. Does he go Phoenix?
Do you remember when you were seeing? Who do you want to see?
Bro, we got Waylay.
I really
even
think
after
that
the nerf,
Fnatic, he was on a different level. Like I remember him taking the most insane duels just to know he was going to win it, and he's gone on the Phoenix.
Yeah, historically he plays that second initiator, and Eternal Fire don't usually play double duelist. But
I literally want. You're like, I don't want to see it.
I think that this is a great win condition for their style. Like they like to play aggressive. They like that. And I think that it makes them able to play with that pace. On BBL's side, yeah, still playing the Waylay, which was something that I wasn't too impressed with last week, and hopefully Lovers Rock can have a resurgence.
Listen.
Your argument was that he wasn't going to play Waylay.
Yeah, it was.
Your argument
so now
was also...
I am in shambles. So, listen, it's going to be LaRock. It's going to be...
भाई यार Valorant के गाने क्या crazy है ना बे.
Alright, I love it. We trust LaRock. We like it. Maybe Fabian coming out with the chamber. That seems to be something you're both
वाली वाले yes.
Everyone at home
कलर्ड वाला एको है. ऐसा वही जो साइड आई करके बात कर रहा है.
Into our second series of the day with a little bit of a special.
हाँ वही है.
Introduce themselves.
अबे वो अच्छा वो तो इधर है. वो क्रेवन है. अच्छा तुम इधर की बात कर. Sorry.
Nat, yes, we're back, but this time we brought some backup.
I'm chipping.
Two bold versus one. Finally, a majority. Let's go.
Is that why you've got that razor over there? Okay, well listen, I'm excited to kick this one off because this is a battle we've seen many times. At least the players very familiar with each other. But BBL never lose. I mean, have we got any reason to believe it will be different here today, boys?
I mean, I would put an asterisk on that. Again, a comment made.
आज क्लच भाई ने किंडर जॉय के लिए 50 जीपे किया. Wow, so cute, so cute.
We come into this now. For me, BBL have to go back to the form we saw at kickoff.
आपकी favorite VCT team कौन सी है apart from Paper X? G, bro.
In that equation for me, we've got to get him back online. Again, it's there to look smooth in terms of transition into this kind of. I hate saying new meta, we keep saying that, but
all right,
it all rides on him in my eyes.
5-man mid push by Eternal Force. अच्छा Eternal Fire
up against Fnatic, super aggressive, and right off the bat, right on cue, you're going to see this double duelist of Fabian and Izzy looking to try and put the pressure onto that attack side, and they're going to do this throughout every round, every map. They are going to keep pressing them.
Aggression pays off.
Stun के साथ flash combo किया
close after the fight, but the flash is enough to deter any re-aggression from BBL, and they will be sent with Lover's Rock already out of the round. Seems towards this B site. A nice early fight, but one that doesn't go the way of BBL, and the man that you were looking at, Lover's Rock, the one to fall. It's only a pistol, but it is going to be something that it's a massive adjustment going from the Yoru as buffed and strong as he was to the current meta, where you don't have anyone like that.
Such a big change for BBL in particular.
Yes, yeah. There's a couple teams, like I think Mates are also in that bracket, that they had so much success off of it.
Never mind, easy kill.
Bringing it back to a 4v4.
Houdini unable to disappear anymore, but they have been able to take down.
Ayyo, अबे aim नहीं लग रहा इनका तो Chad.
Looking to try and re-aggress back into that.
Oh wait, Izzy. Oh wait.
It's Izzy to find one, leaving Loiter alone.
2v1.
Normally very good in these clutch scenarios, but does he expect the flank? And now being revealed, it's only going to make it that little bit tougher. If he had the spike, if he had the time, he'd be able to go back, but he just has to walk into the crosshairs. And Eternal Fire have their start.
Okay. कैसे राउंड जीते भी ये लोग? साइड वाले वो एको ने भी दो एको ने नहीं एको के साथ एक और था वो फिनिक्स ने शायद मारा हाँ ये 2 किल हुए ना इधर उधर ही राउंड गया
I want to see as well, though, is like something that I find really interesting is the way that BBL like to play against some of the top teams.
Wait, क्या बोला?
Eternal Fire like to play against them. So it's like it's probably why they're quite.
It's my season of flex. Later we will.
It makes it feel quite weird watching it the other way around.
I think certainly as well, bigger picture-wise, you look at a new, I don't want to say inexperienced, but a newer team right now having a familiar matchup. Hold that thought for a second. Lindsay. A ton of pressure here. Fabian's actually going to find a Neki to double down.
Easy. Clean up.
They dealt with it. Yeah. They dealt with it. So what were you saying?
Oh, well, as I was saying,
Hello, Soham.
This matchup in particular, with the history we have, this should be one for me that BBL just, like I said, total reset.
Oh, that's just like, I sense it. I sense it. They're going for a knife in round 2. It's an in-zone flawless.
Well, there's that familiar aspect we were talking about.
Yeah, that's what it was. Quiet down, guys.
Guys, come on.
Jeez.
Spooderman reflex.
But it is, I think one of the other topics that typically with a team like Eternal Fire you talk about is the amount of experience they have on the stage. But honestly, with their first showing there, with their showing last week, I really don't feel like it's affected them. Like they were looking really good on the stage. And I think they did run out of steam towards the end of the series. But all in all, those first 2 maps, they looked incredibly solid and not a single shake to be seen.
One of my major worries, though, is getting in their own heads. Like we saw Echo go like, we're better than Fnatic, they're bad, Vitality
some of the
bad.
Delusion.
But it's like, BBL, no, I think they're still #1. It's like, well, no, come on, you gotta go full cocky, and well, speaking of that, Lover's Rock has found another opening death with a dive over the top. Echo.
Fire round है इनका, oh reveal हो गया
Look at that judge. Wait, he's not found anyone, they've left.
They're veiled out. It's not like they have a ton of space either. It is currently being filled in by Kraven, who's walking up on mid, and they've got the right read.
Oh my god, वो recheck किए वो 3-man. ओए भाई, ये लोग तो बोनस जीत रहे हैं भाई लरॉक तू तो बोल रहा था यार easily जीत जाएंगे. हगा से.
How much control can Kraven hold on to? They're splitting up now into the 3v4, leaving Rose behind to try to catch this play out of door or play that late flank. They need to do a damn good job of holding the line then when the retake comes in. Buy him time.
Looking to try and wrap back.
Ayo, good trade.
One trading off. And Rose didn't find anyone, so he's got that long rotation back. Luckily, it means they can clear all of that flank. And Loiter up top.
ये मर जाएगा. 1v2.
Things in an advantage only for the moment, though. Leaving 2 standing versus Rose. He's been phenomenal in these clutch situations.
Bro!
The problem, though, yeah, he's got to use a dart. No, it's too late. Way too late. He thought that he was being faked out by the tap, but not faked out at all.
Well, he got him.
That would have been cool 15 seconds
got him in
ago.
the end.
Yeah, it would have been fantastic a little earlier on. You see, not even considering the dart at the time you would expect it, right? Confirm the first tap.
अरे भाई.
Off that initial half diffuse.
अरे भाई क्या हो रहा?
really bizarre. Rose, somebody who's
very
cool under pressure here. Yeah, questions being asked from the coach booth for
Time
sure.
out.
Total
Time out.
in my eyes.
And you talk about getting in their heads for BBL. That's one that
Namos ke sath goated bhai.
That's going to be in the back of their minds now for a little while. It's put them down to a low buy. We're coming in with a judge. An SMG, some pistols. Oh my goodness! And
He still gets one. Oh boy, destroy kar rahe bhe.
Back, same weaponry, different result, and now Echo's there.
ये मिल गया, ये मिल गया.
Yes, Rose will win.
और माँ shit talk भी चालू हो गया.
He was just trying to kill the guy in the corner, ran out with his bow and arrow, swapped his gun, still gets the kill.
Way more keen to use utility this time.
Yeah.
Lessons being learned. We love to see that.
On the fly.
Either that or he is on a 15-second delay.
अबे मैं खुद eternal fire को हल्के में ले रहा था.
By Onaz, a triple for the judge, and even an upgrade for him as well.
How's he survived the whole round, by the way?
Yeah.
He was the guy in the corner close.
Still on the same judge, I feel like. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me to see a very early timeout here being called. It's something just clicking. They're not
BBL needs a timeout. They are playing horrendous.
Previously, not really able to
overconfident खेल रहे हैं वो लोग, overconfident.
Pressure, which was a recurring theme last week.
What's going on? Afrofire is having a good time.
What was that?
Oh, well, we've got a musical bunch, it's safe to say.
But a timeout right away. At
नहीं अरमान
4-0
नहीं कर रहा भाई वो
BBL. I mean, you cannot even scratch your head at why they're calling.
भर रहा है यार, ये भर रहा है. बोलेगा माँ कसम क्या थ्रो कर रहे तुम
I think
लोग.
it's very important now to
झिंगे
steady
जैसे.
that ship before it gets way out of control. But for Eternal
भाई
Fire,
हल्का ना ले. फनाटिक के साथ बहुत टफ दिया था. वो तो है, वो तो है.
Last week, though, Mike, it's like with
But ये BBL है बंटा है. ये तो फनाटिक से अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस दिखाई थी.
Do you think there was a level of cockiness? Because that's something I'm asking here.
For me, it's a similar thing. It's like if you talk this game, you have to back it up. You have to be squeaky clean in my eyes.
Back it up.
I don't necessarily think that like. I don't think they.
Chim जाते हो? जी जाता हूँ.
I thought they were really lazy in the series last week, where almost a little complacent in terms of the approach here. Yeah, we're going to be fine walking into this, and it was like, oh crap! Actually, we're losing anti-ecos. We can't find comfortable entries to site. Relying on loiter a lot in the mid round and the late round to actually find value in terms of kills and numbers, and that's just not the recipe that we saw early on from BBL.
I cannot now, Kenny.
It was all about structure. It was all about obviously fragging.
Oh,
that, but that's what they really
good
struggle
flash!
With. Gets a freebie. This again, Loiter's on the corner in Astral form.
Bro, क्या read है यार ये?
Focused on the players further back, but indeed, way more defenders there than was expected. Now you've seen the majority of their force on B long pushed up. The response naturally cover this ground towards A. Close in that distance. That means pressure's on Neki.
That's the thing, he's got his Nightfall ready to go.
ऐसा का मैच देखूंगा यार. Chat ऐसे कैसे नहीं देखूंगा यार.
Delay this take or just set them up for a wonderful retake. It might be a little bit too late though.
Bold investment to put it a little early here when bodies aren't in position. But still catches one.
ये क्या check किया लरोक ने?
Oh, anything more would have to be a miracle.
कितना lazy check किया उसने भाई.
Now going to look towards.
The spike is going CT.
There's a spike on.
First player in. Yeah, spike yet to be planted. Naturally, this run it back is going to get nothing. They're just hiding. They're waiting.
I mean, Eternal Fire aren't feeling the pressure. They've got the
wow,
Echo gets one for free. And now, yeah, they'll bail out, but what are you going to do over there? You can't plant the spike there.
इस round के लिए उन्होंने time out लिया है.
Low and now down in the ground in the dark. And that's where the
they are so cooked.
Rest. A timeout
they are so
and
cooked.
Nothing looking better afterwards. Eternal Fire 5-0 up and well, this isn't the vibe I was expecting starting it out. Sure, I think Eternal Fire can trade blows with BBL. They can step into this ring without fear, but dominance?
Do you know what it
that
is?
That wasn't on the cards.
LaRock's waiting for someone to stand up. Because that's what he said, right? He's like, don't stand up against
stand
me.
up. They're planted. They're planted. Actually, I thought Fabian was going to get up.
He was like, oh, wait, no, I know this one. I know this one. It's been a quiet start for LaRock as well, so we're waiting to see that double duelist, that individual brilliance that did feel a little bit more reliant. And then
Echo's
you just
swing in with an op, man.
Yeah, you got your Cypher op player kicking things off.
Neki's not going to go through this, surely. The stun will stop him, slow him. but the ult still follows through. Fabian and Izzy, they found two. It's Rose trying to carry this mantle forward for the squad. Already a man down, and from bad to worse. Loida, you talked about it, Mike, relying on him in the mid-round. Well, he will not pull anybody back into this fight. Rose needs an ace, or it's going to be a 6-0 start for the squad that you would think should be easy pickings, historically have been. Nice shot by Rose. He's starting to believe.
I'm not yet. Another one, maybe. Wow.
The jump off timing was a little
Surrender!
close. That made me nervous, but
Surrender kar do.
That's quick enough. And I think it is also just you look at these two teams, and Eternal Fire will come into this game going like, this is a nemesis. This is a team that we want to be.
Explain VCT format. वो मेरे को समझने के बाद आपको बताऊंगा.
In terms of the result, right, or at least testing. But here, it's like, what have we got to lose? Let's keep on pushing this.
एक और time out.
I don't know. I think that would annoy me more than standing up. If I just look across the stage and bro's just emoting on me from his chair.
Well, 6-0 start. 7th round for BBLC's pistols in play. And I mean, in terms of the beginnings we were hoping for, it's certainly not it. But you expect BBL to have at least the fact that they're falling flat on their face like this, that's what's most shocking. If everything was coming down to clutches, then you say, fair enough. We've seen the individuals on Eternal Fire are definitely up there. But as you said, Mike, structure has been how BBL have found their way here. And off the back of a very strong Yoru, like playing to the strengths of the meta. That is missing right now. Odes has just tanked the slow, and he almost got away with one. The weapon retrieved the judge, but a chance to use it right there.
Okay.
That's a big pick.
That's just one. Echo's going to go forward again. The catch him, caught out here. Lloyd's able to shut him down.
ये BBL का pick है लम्माओ भाई.
Up in hand for Izzy.
I've witnessed a few of these rounds today, but I didn't expect to see it in this game. They've also had so many
Turkish teams, yes.
One, but it's not really looking like it's going to make a difference.
भाई लरॉक को humble हो गया लग रहेगा ना फट्टे.
Overdrive, if needed, from Larok, but you're kind of looking at Izzy now, like, and unless someone gives him an angle, this is going to be so difficult.
Please don't give him
just
an
trying to defend versus the taps. A chance for Larok to just basically run in and.
Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa!
Mystic digs out, but the grab wall still in place. Rose, I think he knows he's got the Hunter's Fury, so Izzy's just looking to try and hunt him down. Will do just that. The last man alive, but that time is seemingly too far gone.
Bro, उसका dash बराबर नहीं work किया ने तो वो defuse कर देता.
I mean, you can at least give them the caveat for the weaker weapons. Sure, it can spiral in the post and so on like that, but you really wanted to think this would be the dominant round for them. The resurgence, the bounce back, but they almost got diffed by Izzy.
Where is he? Any call out?
Okay.
No, but he's.
Oh, भड़क गया.
I'm just more. Is that the round you stand up in?
Still seated, yeah.
You think Izzy's gonna look at just stand up and go, oh yeah, he got me? Like he just almost decimated the whole roster.
माँ कसम अकेला. भाई एक round जीता उठ के येड़ भगा दी.
You normally kind of expect him to be finding that space on the extremities while these.
क्या बात कर रहा है यार ईशान? Sorry यार, मेरे को मिला नहीं रहेगा. I mean मेरे को दिखा नहीं रहेगा वो. Oh my, what a shot, Izzy. So sorry यार ईशान, but thank you so much यार, and happy birthday मेरे भाई आपको. Oh, good ults, good ults.
Wants to try and turn the tide. The first kill.
Ha! 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 No way!
What is this team made
of? Oh
Everything landing for Eternal Fire here. Getting the spam in, but Izzy does so well.
My up doesn't work like that. And it's not
They're
up!
And now they lose every round.
Now
from
it's,
here.
It's 13-7.
We've activated my trap card.
Bro, ये Izzy ने क्या मार? ये bro ना.
And again, we talk about confidence for the Eternal Fire squad coming in with a dominant start. Oh! And you can see the mental, even in the coaching booth, is crumbling here for BBL.
भाई ये 3 मैप जाएगा लगता है बे.
First time out was almost the crack of the whip, right?
Yeah.
And it's not taken effect at all.
Well, it was what they lost the round afterwards. Finally get back on the low buy.
Eco round है BBL का.
Ways, which is just going to hurt that loss bonus and put BBL in a spot where, again, it's a mixed bag buy. this is where they've looked best, I suppose.
I think that the scariest thing for me is this is BBL's map choice.
Yeah.
The next map is the one that, well, was winning with stand-ins versus like Liquid, so...
And that they struggle versus Pacific on.
Yeah. If anything, maybe the series is starting to flip, but it's a long way to go.
Almost!
Okay,
भाई क्या बचा है वो?
An attempt made. Kreven will take down the ult. Hunter's Fury with an opportunity, but the spike's been dropped.
इसने ult क्यों commit किया इको में?
Hunter's Fury's found next to nothing. Now Fabian already looking to retake space. They've even got the planting. One man standing. Guess who it is?
Oh, well, he gets two.
Oh, damn, Rose.
Hey, not bad, but
Rose.
That was hilarious from Fabian. The wall goes down. He just looks at the floor, throws a flash, and his body's left when he looks up. It's like a magic trick. Yeah. Thanos snapped him, but another timeout, round 10.
Oh, bhai, timeout aa gaya, bro.
And BBL, the squad who are favorites, the squad who went to a Masters, the squad who, by the way, always defeat these guys, have called their second timeout.
Well, just to come to that, and again, obviously in terms of life cycle here, it's problem solving on the
भाई मेरे को ऐसे क्यों लग रहा है comeback होने वाला है chat defense में?
Tested on, right? Series by series, sure a few.
अगला half comeback होने वाला है मेरे को लग रहा है.
Not like this. This is an absolute shutout. So in terms of coming up with some sort of solution,
एक टीम दो timeouts ले सकती है.
Situation.
I think the story can be told if you were watching BBL before and you haven't seen them in this meta, you haven't seen them in this stage. You just have to know that Rose currently has 11 kills. Lover's Rock has 1. And I think that kind of... I don't think I've ever seen that happen before.
The better way to put it is Rose has 11 kills and the rest of the team has 10.
10 total. Yeah, yeah. Like, that's not great.
That was the
वो क्या लिख रहा है बे 1-2 को क्यों सर्कल बना रहा है?
And everyone else kills
Bro, PSG versus Liverpool भी आज. Oh my god, what a game.
He's your god being your exist. Yeah. But this is a different face altogether and not a good looking one.
I mean, the vibes have got to be awful.
UCL prediction, no prediction, only watch. Shut up and watch. Ganpati Appa Moria.
From the stage, even with the noise cancelling.
The stand up and point now with one round win does feel a little bit more silly.
Can we get a replay of that?
Stop, though. They're not going to stop.
They could lose this map 32.
And they'll still be up, yeah.
Well, we'll get him in the next one. I do like that about them, though. I love the
part of the charm for sure. Yeah,
the aggro flair that they have. But
हाँ भाई मेरे को भी BBL इसलिए पसंद है यार कि वो लोग बहुत पटेली मारते हैं मेरे को इसलिए लरोक भी बहुत पसंद है भाई उससे ही तो भाई गेम में मजा आता है.
I was like, oh well, maybe it's going to be 3 teams battling for the top, 3 teams battling for the bottom.
It wouldn't be EMEA without a mess for qualification.
Yeah, it has to be
when we come into week 3 effectively.
Someone trying to do all the math behind the scenes, just like, it's not possible. There's 4 million different things that can happen.
Oh, a minute left on the clock. BBL being cautious on the way through. Dive in from Lover's Rock, but he's met by a stun. Dodges it at least.
Oh, Izzy got him!
From Izzy. Put to bed.
अबे हाफ के बाद comeback है भाई. Even if
bit of a messy fight for both, but he'll get there in the end. And so
wait, 2 kill मिला.
Taken towards the B site.
Wait, 3.
They can pounce on it. Only
even if ये one-sided half होता है defense में निकालेंगे.
Completely surrounded. This is definitely pointing towards BBL finding their second.
There would need to be mistakes.
Barring something crazy, right?
Yeah, we
haven't seen that so far.
They've seen him though. They know where he is. He's revealed. It's a solo fight though. Again, Larocque a little bit ahead of the curve, but Rose is there to trade things out.
9-3 half?
It's a tough
yeah,
one to turn things back, but
8-4 half हुआ तो one side comeback होगा.
Yeah. If you can find one for free here, but everybody tucked on the side of BBL.
Do they stay tucked though?
The cam's being destroyed. Kreven might want to go lookabouts now, and if he does, it's going to be the op waiting for him. Shoulder peeking the angle for now. Just spotting that they're not close on the side, ready for the long players, and there it is, a good catch by Kreven that leaves Izzy in what should be an impossible situation. With an op in a 1v3 time against him.
Wow,
he's just got to get out and save that. Oh, he's got other ideas.
What? That about sums up.
पैसा ही है उनके पास मौजूद. ये क्या है भाई? ये क्या मस्ती है?
Quite honest with you.
Oh, I thought I understood what was going on there when he went backwards, but.
Yeah, I think we've got to upgrade from quite aggressive to ridiculously aggressive.
Never back
10 to up, 10 to up. Oh, you know, actually...
He goes... On your feet? No. He gets the shorty.
9-3 up, 9-3 up.
Shot, then goes, I'll go again. Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, that's when they're back.
Yeah. We're not there yet.
Not quite, understandable.
9-3 half, come on.
1 and 10, man. I can't help but keep looking after every round. And again, it's another round previously where they struggle on that first initial step in terms of finding an engagement.
Yeah.
But they fall totally short.
Ah, easy miss करने लग गया भाई. Never mind. He goes again.
Still
wow.
forward on that.
He decided.
Why can't danger player है भाई ये easy?
That's true. That's a good point, actually. They always say you should always read peacoffs. There's a good chance they missed the second time.
That could have been a decoy.
I mean, also, is he double swinging out the smoke? Okay.
It is a little aggressive, but who's surprised after the last round? Now stuck behind the box. That's spam.
Izzy's here, by the way.
Has he not been hit? He hasn't been hit. Finally, a shot lands.
Oh my God! Tap.
Bro. Triple for the man who was dead to rights.
Shit.
And now Kreven.
Spam में नहीं मरा है बंदा वो.
Down BBL, falling way behind. And this is their map pick. We said it already, but as the
defensive map.
It's becoming increasingly hard to believe.
Easily winnable.
Their graphics department, is it? Are we sure? What's happening?
Another clean round. But also, I just love where you see Izzy get both of his kills. They're on polar opposite sides of the map. It's almost like he's playing that Yoru and is able to TP over. He was working as a support system as well for Fabian, but Fabian did not need it. And again, you go into this game after everything we've saw through kickoff, through Masters, and go, okay, we got a double duelist.
That first leg cap
One
no
of them has a
man.
combined 6 kills. The other double duelist has a combined 25, and it's Izzy and Fabian. Would you have seen that coming in a million years?
In a series that they're pitching as like, this is just, this is hard team diff. This is history diff.
Map.
Yeah. Whew. What a wild ride so far. The first half coming to an end. Eternal Fire ahead.
Lovers Rock has the rifle, Bros has the pistol. Just saying.
Well, by how much will they lead? Lovers Rock has taken a bit of space towards the backside, and Eternal Fire left this wide open. That's almost what makes me worried. Do BBL overextend? Do they give them the fight? Because Izzy is very much hoping they will. And the ult there for Fabian. Lots of utility. Burned out by that.
He's still got to kill!
What?
He's come out with 2 off the ult that was only halfway when he started moving.
Wow.
He's gonna be able
What
to
a retake,
survive on one kill alone, and now it's
उसने कुछ लाइनअप किया या ऐसे ही फेंका? ये देखो इसको भाई ये फाबियन पॉप ऑफ किया है भाई. नहीं इन लोग की ईयर पकने वाली है. इनकी ईयर पकने वाली है. मेरे को लग रहा है कमबैक होगा.
I think this whole day has been a dream.
Are we dreaming?
That's the
भाई
only
पिस्टल और उसके अगला राउंड निकला.
You would be, wouldn't you? 10-2 at the halftime. A frankly ridiculous performance from Eternal Fire, and it's the
Seize connect हुआ.
Caught in the hot hands. That's what leads to this
Beautiful Seize.
chaos on the server. And you can see Eternal Fire. They are using this energy to their advantage. They're getting in BBL's face. All that's left to do.
मेरे को तो
is see
full
how the
feeling है
second round
comeback
plays
है.
out.
Wow. सुपर स्ट्राइक दिखाओ ना. भाई तिलकट हो गया रे.
Well, it looks like we might have pulled you in for a quick shift here, Hypok. That half, unexpectedly dominant. And not even that, it's the team that's unexpected. For
Chalo, come back. Chalo, GG, come back.
Already an eyebrow raise, but by this margin, by this much, and with the way the rounds went,
मेरा hands oily है ना.
Obviously, this being BBL's map pick, the concerns. I'm already thinking map 2, right? They struggled last. What it was an 8-4 first half.
Chalo, easy comeback.
The inability to close out some of the rounds in the second half. Now they're being dictated to in map 1. Split now becomes, yeah.
Also,
exactly.
The biggest thing for me, Phoenix, normally way better on the attack.
Especially when it's in the hands of the Swiss Army knife that is Fabian.
उसको चैट रफीनिया क्यों नहीं स्टार्ट कर रहा?
Trades and master of a few, seemingly.
किसी को पता है?
The thing about this roster though is like we came into the year going like echo and sop, echo and sop, echo and sop, and then sop goes to another team. You go, ooh, is it going to work out? And Fabian's been unreal. Like
EF का mental weak है, comeback आ सकता है ऐसा.
Like putting up crazy numbers. Now they got a full squad together. It's exciting. Put it away.
Injured है ये Rafinha. What? अबे यार.
That one dart he didn't use.
It's not having to be said. He didn't use his arrows. Okay, Kraven. They're going to keep going as well.
Oh my God. ये हो रहा है ना. ये हो रहा है ना comeback.
In play with Echo all alone. The pistol.
ये हो रहा है ना comeback अभी.
BBL. Any port in the storm. And they are screaming.
Rose was up for a second there.
He rose up. Indeed.
Fair play. You stick to
International break में लग गई.
Well, obviously, Lovers Rock, one of the worst stuff we've ever seen from him. Going into the defense with the waylay, way easier.
अबे अच्छा वो Fabrizio ने डाला था. क्या नाम है उसका? हाँ अभी याद आया मेरे को.
I think there's a very good chance that he's going to have a way
अच्छा गावत.
Or at least I hope so.
Fabian lapping it up as well.
Well, you would be. At this point, you know, it feels like they've got some bark in them still, but not much bite when it comes to the real rounds, the rifles in play. This, I think it goes without saying, but Mike, after the game we've just seen, I will say...
They love a season.
Oh my God! Larok की fielding लगा दी भाई.
Echo at least trades out here.
It's like you try to slide and you get
Yeah,
swung.
pulled him back in.
I think he's trying to slide into a corner that's not, but he's spammed on that angle.
Well, that's a start, at least. And it's a nice usage of utility when you don't have the rifles to really take the fights. Granted, it was a classic wallbang, but it's nice to set yourselves up for wallbang success there. But they would need a what a timing style round to have any chance here. Now that they come to basically open combat with much better armed opponents.
Kraven in his element.
Nice.
Give him his setup.
Chat तुम लोग jump कौन से बटन से करते हो?
Okay.
Oh.
I'm getting worried.
Bro, 1v2.
Oh, still alive.
Oh.
Shot dart out. That one did land. And well, Rose has got the job done.
Right kick off हो गया.
That was not clean though.
Well, it came up against 5. Was there a single pistol upgraded? 5 classics, right?
No, 5
अरे
classics.
माँ लड़क क्या भड़का हुआ है.
And Fabian's going to come in now, just 1 point away from an ultimate here.
Space scroll up, scroll bar से. Oh damn, बहुत लोग हैं भाई जो scroll से भी करते हैं.
No, 2 chances to run it down in the same round. Nah.
First rifle round as well. Yeah,
I love this, by the way.
Bro, ये क्या हो रहा है?
I actually love this.
One of them seems a little bit more frustrated than the other. The other seems to just be
Fabian's
smiling through it. I love it.
Oh,
it's the best counter.
Oh, early aggression from BBL. 4 players taking A main. Eternal Fire. I don't think they heard too much of that. Like, you'll know that they've taken control, but not that they're seeing force of the defensive side over there. So they're still just sat back waiting, hoping to catch aggression, but wrong place, wrong time. It's curious that BBL don't keep deep control here. Like, what do you think about it? Like, look at this position they've fallen back to. There was 4 players early to take A main, and now they're right back on site.
Yeah, the paranoia of having effectively somebody anchoring with a gun.
Nice, damn.
Here as well. Necky's found.
It was a B.
Rashford Pasha, yeah.
Look at where that's happened as well. All the way deep on the B site.
What a stun!
Great stun.
Oh, अकेला हुआ वो.
I don't think it caught the players further back, so swinging into the blender. And to be fair to Eternal Fire, we've talked about this squad as like
a
aggression machine, just constant pushing all the way through. This was a great round. Just played it nice and slow. I don't think I've ever seen a Phoenix.
आप किससे jump करते हो? Maybe scroll से ही करने लग गए हो अब जब से Neon खेल रहा हो. चलो comeback होगा भाई अभी. 11-4 के बाद भी comeback होगा. कल प्रीमियर खेल रहे, कल मैं बाहर जा रहा हूँ bro.
But still so much more
पता नहीं शायद खेल भी सकते हैं नहीं 10:30 का रात में बस है
immediately mostly back off. Echo stepped into the site now.
उसके लिए मेरे को जल्दी निकलना पड़ेगा एक ही मैप खेल सकेंगे हम लोग
3K for Echo, an 11th round.
या मैं भी वो भी नहीं
And, well, we don't see it, but he is spamming all of his bullets into the spike.
This guy's spamming the spike. Like, he's just spamming around.
heavy VM चल रहा है
The running back literally trying to go through the little hole into the spawn. It's the most insane place I've ever seen anyone use that hole.
Just to fizzle out.
But again,
भड़की चल रही है मजबूत.
You're going to get that ult back so quickly. At least one orb is normally fairly easy to
another one here, he's
contain.
halfway back.
Yeah. And with how he's playing, probably have it by next round, if not this one.
Well, Rose's financial struggles continue. Bucky in hand for him, rifles elsewhere. Only the neural theft available here for BBL. Good catch here potentially with Struck Dark. But again, Echo just gets onto the angle.
अरे माँ क्या save किया है?
Another.
Oh, double tap, just in case. For Eternal Fire.
It's so easy to forget that this is his second game in the league.
Yeah.
And the first one was against Fnatic. And he was arguably one of, if not the best player in
It was
there.
fantastic.
Ridiculous. Other than maybe Alpha.
ओ भाई इसको कैसे कॉट किया?
Good day.
But even then, like, there was promise in that game from Eternal Fire, especially the first two maps.
Probably should have won.
Yeah, could have been 2-0, yeah. But when it
could have been,
it still didn't make me confident enough that I'd say, like, oh, they've got a good shot at taking it against BBL. It felt like maybe catching their opponents in a bad day last week, but
he just walked in. ये Fabian बहुत danger मार रहा है chat.
Completely, and making me completely rethink it. Again, if this was their map, I'd still be like, well, obviously they came in super ready, but BBL came in confident in this matchup, confident in this map, and I'm seeing no reason for that confidence to exist. Nice stuff from Kraven to find one, but they're still behind. They need a big play, and Lloyd is going to try to be that playmaker. He's found
nice.
And now,
oh my God, बचा लिया Lloyd ने game.
Big win to post here, especially with 3 people staying
Game
alive.
बचा लिया Lloyd ने.
Stabilize potentially for another couple of rounds here. Issue being the money on the other side, and there's a very
Super Strike out of stock दिखा रहा है chat, सबको ही दिखा रहा है क्या देखो?
Already being on 11 rounds. Good looking at that. I mean, one away from the divide for BBL. That's about it.
भाई क्या चिल्ला रहा है ये?
But that's the thing. Like, I think the Kraven step up.
Bro, क्या dog बनाया था बारसा को अभी? क्या dog बनाया भाई अल्वारेज ने? Bro, क्या player है अल्वारेज भाई? Insane dog बनाया, dog literally. नचाया है भाई.
To the last series, but we've obviously seen the same maps. It just feels like it's already too far gone. Like I'm looking at Eternal Fire
out of stock हो gया, damn.
Is there going to be one of those moments where Fabian just pops off and gets a couple of kills?
Yeah,
he's been feeling it the whole game, so I don't see why not.
I certainly agree, especially with.
It's not out of stock,
in terms of BBL's ability to even slow down.
It's not out of stock.
Some of these rounds, like I said, they are just being dictated to.
It's interesting that the timeout's even called here. I feel like most coaches will give that little bit more slack to the team to try to pull themselves back in with this kind of a lead. And
yeah, you're not worried just yet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But getting it out early, probably the next one's going to be kept. And then if we end up at like 11-9, it's like, all right, last chance, boys. That gap's about to close. But really, I'm not feeling.
Come on, bhai, come back दिखाओ बंटा अभी मजबूत. ये राउंड था भाई, ये मजबूत राउंड था. चैट, तुम लोग को शांत प्लेयर्स पसंद है या लरॉक जैसे? मेरे को लरॉक जैसे पसंद है भाई. पाशा लोग, मेरे को ऐसे लोग पसंद है जो उठ के मारा मारी करे. उसमें पैशन दिखता है भाई इनसे. Oh, Lamine, my love.
Would bounce right back is in the forefront of my mind. This round,
हगला नजर लगा दी लमीन को मैंने.
BBL to have to prove otherwise, even with those weaknesses. Hell, they did it with classics.
They've done it with everything so far. I'm looking at Izzy with the judge as well.
That's Shant like Aspas.
But early presence, actually on both sides of the map.
काम बट सामने वाले की बिना कहे ले सकते इशारों में. Nah.
So it's not like he's going to manage to sneak through like he has before, but Izzy's got a lot of ground.
भाई बारसा का डिफेंस हग रहा है भाई.
Spam connecting onto Rose there. 11 HP.
That's
not necessarily, yeah, don't know how much damage done there, but I feel like they almost feeling good. But Fabian's got all the way back through again.
Oh, the jumper.
Ole.
We were almost cursed by it last time. This time he's been caught. That's unlucky. The solid find by Loiter at least. They're still the low
पूरी
HP
शांत टीम
rows.
मैंग्स NSJC
It
nah
just feels like the amount
पूरी
of
शांत
space
टीम थोड़ी
that
ना भाई
the
entertaining
top
होती है
are able to
यार
get. But also, at least in a couple of moments in this round, it felt like it wasn't known and had to be found.
Look at the push-up. BBL have taken full control of B long, and the spike is just
defense map मैं बोला comeback is crazy
they rotated through their own spawn, they're now rotating through the attacker spawn, all to try to deal with this A play where Echo is, and now the spike goes down. They have to kill Echo. They have
no way Echo अरे माई गॉड मारने वाला था वो
well, okay, that's a throw. Fine, and now another one.
Bro, एक और oh nah, no
Advantage
way
to the attacker's
no
side.
way chat
Massive misplay.
मार मेरे भाई मार
Now they've got to brawl their way back in. At least Laroc's there for the first.
Now that judge becomes ever more deadly. Okay, no, they might just stick it right in front of their nose. Somebody needs to
are you serious bro
the same as what we saw earlier. We're just thinking that they had more time.
Khatam they just lost the whole game because of that bro how did they oh my god how
I mean,
what
again, what's being communicated here? One other side of the divide here knows Izzy can't run this down. I mean, he could.
भाई
Create some sort of
इसको देख बेशरम को इसको
I'm curious as to what the plan was exactly there.
oh my god
So like after a round like that, you might pop your first timeout. Like, that's more what I'd think. That was messy.
भाई राउंड था उनका
Yeah. One that they arguably were in a situation to potentially convert.
Pacey here.
oh heavy round
The back of the running back. They take that orb immediately. This is something that should have been expected by BBL, seeing he's one away, passive positions and war.
क्या पोजीशन है भाई क्रेवन की
Away with that one. He's kind of
what a stun oh his backside
We've seen that one before. He's been able to dodge and dive past the squad.
no way oh my god
And somehow still hits the shot. Lovers Rock's nightmare continues. Now Loiter has to clutch. That might have just been his moment. He was given opportunity.
सब कंसेलो ने क्या अटेम्प्ट किया 3 अटेम्प्ट्स ऑलरेडी
The number of times he's able to slip into
Bro,
just
easy
weird
खेल लिया ना भाई
positions
मजबूत
that just, totally unexpected here. Absolutely runs away with this one.
Did they buff Neon with a dimensional drift? Can he just turn invisible in the beginning?
नहीं विवान जो मैंने लिंक दिया हुआ है ना उस पे
You know the op is towards Flowers, and he goes, you know what? Screw it.
This is the thing as well. Look at what he's able to do.
भाई लरॉक जब हम्बल हो जाता है ना तो शांत बैठ जाता है बस वो देखा नहीं जाता भाई मास्टर्स में उसके साथ वही हुआ यार
Just like that. Beautifully done.
An oversight from BBL.
oh my god oh my भाई ये तीसरा किल है उसका मॉली से ये तीसरा किल है उसका
with free utility and a little help from his friend. That is disgusting.
I don't even know if we can get this stat, but what's the most Phoenix mollies we've had in a game?
Oh!
It has to be this. It has to
Bro,
be.
charge and ulted.
Now he's stunned.
But the stun. Okay, वो stun ने बचा. Oh my god!
He comes out of it smelling of roses. It's only one left. The garden's about to
Bro, लोग charge and ulted थे.
leaving Loiter.
Finally a GG.
No way. Like, even just look at his position.
GG's भाई individually अच्छा pop off करके जीते भाई.
Of course, Fabian.
GG's. We are for sure going 3 maps, bro. We are for sure going 3 maps. मजाक भी नहीं कर रहा. 3 maps 100% होगा.
Let me tell you, BBL on their feet. Packing up their
भाई
gear pretty soon.
हकी अभी एथलेटिको मैड्रिड भाई मेरे को लगा अभी गोल खाई बारसा.
Showing from Eternal Fire, they have come in with dominance on map 1. BBL's choice, looking to set history straight on the big stage.
Oye, interview.
Let's send this down to the sideline interview where Nat is standing by with Audas.
I don't even know where to start, Sadas. You might have to explain it to me. This isn't your map pick. This was BBL's, and you guys in the first half, 10 rounds, and it feels like it just didn't really stop from there. What did you guys have for breakfast or for dinner?
We didn't eat too much, but we know they will pick Pearl, and we train Pearl so much this week.
Wow.
I mean, we train all maps, all 3 maps. I think we're gonna win this time.
So you think, like, with this veto, you were ready for... This was the perfect veto for you, starting off with Pearl?
Yeah, it's perfect for us. I think we're gonna easily win.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 2-0.
अभी ये और कॉन्फिडेंट हो रहा है क्या? ये और कॉन्फिडेंट हो रहा है, बट भाई जेन्युइनली उन्होंने क्या प्रैक्टिस की होगी, इतने सारे मॉली किल्स मिले भाई. क्या हो रहा भाई?
Alberto was looking for you, by the way.
क्या हो रहा भाई इनको? भाई मुझे लगा रैशफोर्ड साइकिल बाइसिकल मारेगा यार. एसडीएल वर्सेस आरएनटीएक्स वीसीटी फाइनल देखोगे क्या वीसीएस है? भाई मेरे पास राइट्स नहीं है, मैंने राइट्स के लिए पूछा है, देखते हैं अगर मिला तो करूंगा. माय हीरो अकेडमिया इंजर वे. माय हीरो अकेडमिया. वाओ वाओ कबाड़ी वाले यहाँ. एक सेकेंड, तूने एक ये शेल्फ है या ये क्या है? तूने दीवार पे चिपकाया है ना? दैट्स क्रेजी. दैट्स एक्चुअली क्रेजी ब्रो. एक्चुअली इनसेन. आईपीएस डिस्प्ले है. क्रेजी. आपका कंट्रोलर कार्डबोर्ड का क्यों बना है? What the hell? VCT 2027 का फॉर्मेट हमने देख लिया है दोस्तों. हमने फॉर्मेट का फॉर्मेट कर लिया है और फॉर्मेट वो हो जाएगा. ओलेड डिस्प्ले है ना? डेंजर भाई. ओ भाई पीएसजी ने गोल मार दी 10वें मिनट पे. बड़ा बॉल. चैट मैंने सुना मो साला लिवरपूल छोड़ने वाला. इज इट ट्रू और फॉल्स? भाई न्यू सेटअप इनकमिंग है. आपने मेरे पुराने सेटअप पे रिएक्शन कर रखा है. अब नया वाला भी भेजूंगा डिस्कॉर्ड पर, उसको भी. ओके ट्रू. ओ भाई डबल स्ट्रीम कैसे देखते हैं? कैसे देखते हैं ये नहीं पता. इसी वजह से लिवरपूल भी हो रहा है. भाई क्या कुत्ते माफिक भागता है रैशफोर्ड. कुत्ते माफिक भागता है, मजाक भी नहीं. ओए
What went wrong here? We stress out probably. Our game plan was not good for this match against Phoenix especially. They prepared good and our duelists didn't start well and that's why we lost basically.
Oh.
A bit of a solemn vibe in the BBL camp right
भाई
now.
बीटी में चल दिया है चैट. बीटी में चल दिया है. पट्टे बीटी में चल दिया है वो. एक मॉनिटर में इतना सब कनेक्ट किया है। ये क्या है मालूम? ये क्या है मालूम चैट? ये मुंबई सर्वर वाला है, बेशरम। एक मॉनिटर रखा है और ऐसा वाला माउस यूज कर रहा है। गोल गोल। इज ही ऑफ? ओ लमीन इज ऑफ। अनलकी ब्रो, अभी लगा ही मेरे को। या लमीन वाज ऑफ। ओ कोई बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं। बात नहीं, कोई बात नहीं। भाई तूने इतना बढ़िया सेटअप बनाया है लेकिन तू दिखा रहा नहीं है उसको अच्छे से मेरे भाई। यार लाइट लगा, मेरे को थोड़ा आसपास का दुनिया दिखा यार। अमेरिकन रीजन प्रेडिक्शन, नो प्रेडिक्शन येट बेबी। आज तो मैचेस नहीं है अमेरिका के। चालू करो अगला मैच।
On the defense is where we saw them come out the gates fighting.
मैं एडिटर हूँ, माफ करो, कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं है।
They were doing this kind of death bally style. They were stacking areas.
अगला मैच शुरू करो।
Picks consistently, and I think it's a really good way to play the Phoenix specifically.
हमारे भी यार आसपास है ठीक है, लेकिन क्या उसे कहते हैं, पिछला सीजन तो वो लोग अच्छा परफॉर्म नहीं किए भाई, बहुत गंदा परफॉर्म किए। क्या बोलते हो? अरे कैंसिल लोग की पप्पी लेगा क्या? एक बार वॉल पूरा होने दो फिर लाइट लगा के दिखा दो। ओके चेक क्लिप। अरे यार क्लिप नहीं, मैं एक्चुअली इधर तुम लोग से बात करते करते इधर मैच भी देख रहा हूँ ना, ये क्लिप्स नहीं देख रहा हूँ। जी का मैच कब है? आई गेस सैटरडे को है। टीम सीक्रेट के अगेंस्ट है ना चैट अगला मैच अपना। जी को अगला गेम जीतना है बस, और उसका अगला गेम फिर आई गेस क्वालिफाई हो जाएगी। क्या बोलते हो? वही 3 मैच जीतने पे क्वालिफाई है ना चैट? आई मीन 3 मैच। व्यूज ऑन एनआरजी, एनआरजी में कौन सा चेंज हुआ है? एनआरजी में कुछ चेंजेस नहीं हुए ना? क्या विंग चेंज किया भाई? मैड्रिड विल कम बैक और नॉट? व्हाट्स योर ओपिनियन भाई? टुवर्ड्स द एंड ऑफ द मैच दे प्लेड रियली वेल भाई, बहुत ज़्यादा अच्छा खेले थे, बट नॉयर बहुत अच्छे सेव्स निकाल रहा था। बट द थिंग इज बायन भी बहुत क्रेजी खेल रही थी यार, बहुत टफ ओपोनेंट है वे बायन, बहुत ज़्यादा। बट आई फील हो कमबैकेबल है।
The vibe on stage right now is BBL are literally silent. It
Why
looks
do
like.
you show me this? You want to hurt me?
Oh yeah, here we go. Here's some more.
He pied. Lovers are pied.
Those were your 2-player highlights, wasn't it? Larok and Lovers.
Oh my god!
Listen. Credit where it's
Oh
due.
my god! ये तो मैंने देखा ही नहीं.
I think easy as well. He played
so
good in this death ball. And yeah, as you were saying that they were laughing amongst with each other, and I think that is the case. But not a lot of laughter on the side of BBL. And I love
No, you're no fun, baby.
Onto the desk, because the BBL that we've seen at the beginning of the year is like, oh my god, they're going to
Red का reel देखा कि नहीं? मतलब Valorant esports का ना? हाँ देखा था.
This and that. But what you've been seeing this past 2 weeks is a team that is struggling to find himself.
I really think that they're getting in their own head about the Turkish derby here completely. Like I used to coach a guy called Alfio.
Thank you यार, रो the poser मेरे भाई क्या पढ़ रहा है?
Sometimes moments in which like that Turkish derby really got into even his head, you know.
Wow.
So I think it means a lot to these players.
Los rock on check.
There's definitely that pride on the line for themselves. Also coming in.
Jet race. Listen, this composition we have seen 1,000 times. This works, guys. I don't even have anything for BBL. I just want to see fracture. Do it for me, please.
कूका पागल हो गई है.
I said in the pre-match that if we saw Larok playing
उसको बस fracture देखना है.
Cooked on the Eternal Fireside. I think that is his.
Rumors maybe Tariq will play as 5th man. Yes.
I think we're going to see fractures in the compositions. I think Lover's Rock is on comfort. I think LaRock's on his best agent, his sleeper best agent. They're pretty good at split, but it's still a fiery double Judas split matchup.
Do you know what he's great at? Phoenix. I think that is the next thing for BBL. But let's focus on, as we're saying, this is for the side of
कास्टर को क्या हो रहा है भाई? वो उसको बस फ्रैक्चर देखना है EMEA में, अब तक हुआ नहीं इसलिए तो वो चाहती है कि डिसाइडर मैच जाए.
And for the side of Eternal Fire, now is that the momentum is on their side, and we were saying it like they're giggling, they're having a good time right now before we jump into it. And Fabian and Izzy are doing an amazing job.
Well, map 1, maybe you could chalk it up to the fact that Eternal Fire caught BBL off guard. Maybe they were resting on their laurels a bit there, but they've brought the firepower to map number 2. They want to make this series go the distance. They're not going to roll over easily, but we're going to see exactly just how the map is going to play out. With TriCast over there with Tom, Mitch, as well as Mike.
Yeah, Mike
for a barn
burner. You're
not missing Lauren at all, right?
No, well, not now. No, after that one, for sure.
Well, listen, do you see a third map on the horizon to bounce back from BBL on their opponent's map pick, Mike?
I'm happy to see the comp change just because of some of the glaring issues we did see last week. And again, that's not throwing shade to Pacific at all, but for me, it was more about BBL really missing the mark on Split previously. Sure, we've got the comfort factor here, but you are just coming out of a map 1 where you've just been absolutely spanked.
I don't think it's even throwing shade to Pacific. Yeah, when realistically, they're one of the few teams that have made no changes and they were bottom of the table last stage. It seems pretty reasonable to assume better from a team that was, making pretty impressive runs on the global stage. Now, 0-0. We're back to square footing. And for BBL, a chance to correct what just happened and a chance to stop history from having a bit of a hiccup. This is the squad that they always beat it, and now that it arguably matters most, at least on map number 1, their choice. Back on Split already, we're seeing them down, and Eternal Fire having this late play from Audaz with a lot of distraction on ramp, on site, the defender's eyes, and that's opening the door for Audaz. It looks like his team are doing okay and holding the line for now. Audaz strikes, and now they have to speed up on that defense, cover that ground, and get onto the spike, which is wide open, planted for Rose. Huge fight for Rose, though.
Oh shit.
It's gone the
ये दोनों 1 HP है.
It's an opportunity, but they're just sticking the defuse.
निकाल लिए round में.
It looked like that was a done deal. I was about to say.
ओ भाई Cancelo मारने आ गया भाई बंदे को.
But it's not happening. It doesn't exist. Not today.
I mean, they're here at the perfect time as well. Audaz able to get back through vents at the time. They haven't even come out of rafters yet. So everything lining up here perfectly, but BBL, in particular, able to survive the bizarre exchange on elbow.
He was like, right, yep, I'm going to do everything.
I think that's the important thing too, though, the fact that Audaz had that flank, had that
Pepe versus Longshim गया तो था fracture. वो Pacific था baby.
First condition to slow them down, to buy more time, and did nullify.
भाई वो तो कितना fast game था यार.
By Rose, and now the round is in
complete disarray. That was insanely fast.
Look like Eternal Fire. We're going to have their dream first map and their dream start.
No more
Echo thought he'd thread the needle. That's something that I think after the last map especially, they're going to be considering a lot. Because he was happy to just push the boundaries on what we even consider a lurk.
We have to find, Izzy, Shorty and Ham, but 45 HP now. Both Kreven and Lover's Rock able to hold down the fort for the time being. Slight readjustment here on the side of Eternal Fire. But again, how do they scale out a main here? If you look at what's left in terms of abilities, Util, Fabian with a paint shell able to force somebody off an angle for sure, but Paranoia laying in wait.
And even the smoke there to start. It's already a tough fight to take with the top being watched by Kreven, but the Paranoia that would be fired through, it's a death sentence if you push on through. But instead, they're moving back. Whether this is still to play towards B, especially with the spot from Izzy, I think that's probably what we're looking at.
B वाला kill उन लोग को मिल गया ना तो they can win this pistol. लेकिन वो shotgun है. Never mind. ओए, Lowe's Rock के पिछले game वाले kills complete हो गए बे.
Okay, that got a little shaky towards
Good
the
ball.
end there, but
oh,
4 players
shit.
alive and the weapon safe.
And what's crucial here,
oh
especially now bonus here for BBL, is the ability to continue slowing things down. Again, the biggest scoreline deficit that BBL probably struggled with this year versus G2. Back in Santiago, just an inability to adjust able to really be decisive in some of these earlier rounds, crucial for BBL's success here on Split.
I think for Eternal Fire as well, it's going to be wanting to get that momentum back. Because that was the good thing about the last map, is they never lost it. Like, they just kept hammering home all of those early advantages, kept winning these seemingly impossible rounds. So they never had any of that doubt. Never had to worry about, well, okay, Larocque stood up for one round, but he sat down for the rest. It's going to be difficult to keep that going, and you can already see, at least from Lovers Rock, that confidence hasn't gone anywhere. He's getting around the edge of all of their utility and potentially going to pincer them here.
मैं VCSC फाइनल्स करूंगा कि नहीं पता नहीं, मेरे पास वॉच पार्टी राइट्स नहीं है. मैंने उनको वो इंस्टाग्राम पे DM किया है, अगर उस पर रिप्लाई नहीं आता फिर देखता हूँ, किसी को पूछ के देखता हूँ. कोई पहचान का तो नहीं है नॉर्डविन में, पर देखते हैं. तो ये बोनस है ना BBL का. So winnable for them. 3v3 है ये. Oh, Fabian बचा रहा है ऊपर से. Big kills, big kills. भाई वो Fabian बहुत डेंजर प्लेयर है बे.
The question of damage comes into play now. It's unlikely he wins the round, but the first already falling. Okay, now we're starting to believe. In he goes. Dash ready and online and gets towards the site, but cannot force a fight. The patience from Eternal Fire on display. And they'll get out with two alive, but good damage all in all.
मतलब VCSA YT पर नहीं होता क्या, या कॉपीराइट आता है? नहीं, राइट्स होते हैं ना वो. अभी ये भी जो मैच है ये देखने के राइट्स होते हैं, तो ये राइट्स है मेरे पास, लेकिन VCSA का नहीं है. PCD पे चर्चा वाले भाई से पूछो, राइट के पास नहीं है यार उसका राइट्स, वो नॉर्डविन से पूछना पड़ता है.
I have a dash that isn't even that good anymore, but it's fine.
नहीं तो मैं डायरेक्टली राइट को ही पूछ सकता ना, वो नॉर्डविन को पूछना पड़ता है.
For them that doesn't mean quite as much. That was like last week. Back in my day, Echo, it was a month ago when he wasn't allowed to play in the league.
मतलब मैं VCD वॉच पार्टी नहीं कर सकता? नहीं, कोई भी नहीं कर सकता वॉच पार्टी.
With that operator, but a Viper wall can rob him of info, so they send the dog through. He'll push up and take a main control. That is a linchpin bit of map control for this side. And with the wall having that little gap on the right, you won't be taking the information out of his hands. Now they can back off, start to reinforce the B side of the map. And for a moment, it looked like Eternal Fire would force the issue in heaven. They'd have a favorable fight. They'd drag rotations, but instead they are walking back into the stacked side of the map. Well, most of them at least. Neki.
Trying to fake on the back of this.
Oh, there we go.
Well, him being forced back
actually. They're intentionally making noise as well. Towards vents they did it. They did the same at the boom bot. They're trying to sell fakes. Spike's got
What a save. What a freaking save.
First player through was Echo. There was nobody else behind him. They've delivered the spike to their opponents, but then they're fighting off the back to almost retrieve it.
Trade for trade, 3v2.
Off the back of the fake because if you see the spike, you know where they're going.
Plan's not good for Neki either. He needs to win this duel.
Straight to it all. Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Two all हो गया भाई. Eco आ जाएगा ना अभी इनका. Oh no, my duel नहीं हुआ. Sorry, I was lost. Sorry.
Third on the board for BBL. This is looking like a much healthier.
भाई अभी मेरे को ऐसा क्यों लग रहा है ये दोनों मैप्स BBL वन साइडेड जीतेगी. कॉलेज आई रेनोवेशन वो बकता नहीं है. स्ट्रीम मेंबरशिप पण संपली आता समझ. I still watching every past stream before sleep. अरे love you रे साथ का हरकत ना बाबा.
You have to be aware of the fact that Showstopper.
चिल्ला और गला फाड़ के माँ कसम.
Izzy just 2 points away as well.
अबे ये पागल भी गले क्या भाई? ये मेरे बाजू में बैठेगा तो इसको दूंगा एक आध में. इतना चिल्लाता कान में.
Next buy round to follow this. Again, if BBL win it out there, they're going to be on a streak.
Cop shooters versus cop shooters.
Further pressure in terms of the scoreline.
भाई ये तुझे से ज़्यादा चिल्लाता ही है.
Inside the economy.
Like you said, it's pretty much all economy. They'll have the credits, they'll have the ults.
Yep.
Go into the next round potentially with a showstopper. Viper's Pit won't be far away. Sure, the same can be said for the other side, but they're going to want probably a kill or two. And so far, I feel like there's been a moment or two where Echo is being caught. Like the last round where he walks through with the spike when no one else is gone, that was uncharacteristic, but I want to see if this becomes a trend of them dealing with him.
Oh, Nectar got one on main.
He's still trying to go forwards here into the waiting arms. Loiter, good for one.
Classic gameplay.
Still has some promise in this round. Okay. Hodas really leading the team here in terms of the fragging department. Flashback buys Fabian at least a moment. Unfortunately, he's going to be caught on the way out. Now that showstopper fired in.
Alt goal diya बेचारे को.
Hodas. A good attempt. Otherwise weak round, but still the victory's there for BBL.
कौन था वो एक्स्ट्रा भाई क्या चप दे रहा था भाई गार्डियन से.
Key for me.
Like breaks our story, like.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, still with the Blade Storm for sure, but.
What an attempt! Barca attempt पे अब attempt लिए जा रही है यार chat.
4-1 the scoreline now for BBL. But is he now an op of his own to maybe challenge Lovers Rock on some of these early angles?
It is worth noting as well though, versus Pacific.
What?
Defensive side BBL.
Naveen ने क्या dribble किया ये what the hell?
8-4 the first half, I believe. Yeah.
Attack.
Yeah.
They got the job done in the end, but it
आप
wasn't
BCT
great.
से ज़्यादा
So.
फुटबॉल देख रहे हो. चल बंद कर रहा sorry.
And then the last time we saw this map play was very good on the attack by their opponents, but thus far hasn't been the case. Early trades, early aggression once again, but this time
मचाने लग गए भाई लोग.
gives him a double. That's the Echo we know and love. Look at where the spike is, but
they're not interested in planning right now at all.
I was going to say the position there could have been
Only two
dangerous.
still. Spike भाई ऐसे ही छोड़ के आया है.
On this rotation, I haven't seen the spike. I'm going to go all the way back to B.
He's going to get ahead of him.
Oh shit.
It's a really smart rotation by Kreven.
Timing.
Oh, he needs his rifle out, and he's caught! Neki! Prowler in hand! And he runs right back to A.
Oh,
I mean, even then, you think that player, if he's behind him in mid, he doubles back, he goes vents, he gets the A site. Instead, Fabian was in main. That rotate way too long, and he decides to fill in the space.
Hearing nothing. Time to find a comfortable plant here as well.
30 seconds left.
Only problem, really, now for BBL. When this plant
भाई
comes
इसका
down,
ult है Fabian का.
Fabian not only has the whole world to wander, but a showstopper. And as soon as you tap that spike, you're in big.
Why
big
you are
trouble.
not serious for Premier? भाई जिस दिन खेला Premier seriously खेला यार chat क्या बोल रहे हो?
Too quietly, because otherwise that clock is going to tick. Fabian. Oh, he's out in the open. I don't think he has any idea of where his opponent currently is.
Oh shit! No way! Oh my god! Oh my god!
I thought it was below.
I think that was just enough.
It's like only his head poking out there to take the splash damage. I mean, a miracle outcome. But Fabian, again, he's just so antsy in this situation.
Bro, imagine chat.
I like the body drop down.
भाई क्या unlucky था भाई ये.
Yeah, thank God.
माँ कसम अगर ये मरता तो मजा आता. मरता तो अलग ही मजा आता भाई. Which I like करो ना भाई.
No hope in hell in that round.
कल प्रीमियर है I know, लेकिन कल मैं गाँव जाने वाला हूँ भाई.
In the end, or up to that point,
तो
very
इसमें serious होने की बात ही नहीं आती.
leading to that showstopper finding a kill.
गाँव जाना avoid ही नहीं कर सकता.
Eternal Fire close the gap now. 2 rounds between them.
मुझे कितना भी खेलना हो प्रीमियर, but गाँव जाना जरूरी है.
Full buy, and if they need it, Viper's Pit is there to work with. It will be the Viper pressure.
Yeah.
Force back.
Yeah. Oh, blind कैसे नहीं हुआ?
Wall goes up, but so too does the Viper's Pit. Looking to reinforce the B side. It's a bit of a panic.
3 जने side पे.
Ult as well.
वो defender side किया. Fabian still gets one.
He's found the first, and now the judge looking to invade.
अयो हगला. Neki gets one. Viper अभी भी alive है, वो seized है. Viper is dead.
Viper ult as well.
Oh yeah, attacker's ult है. Oh my god. Bro, ये लोग मचा रहे. ये लोग मचा रहे.
Immediately caught by Izzy.
ये लोग मचा रहे बनता है.
Still 3 members inside that first pit that gets dropped.
और वो भी attack में मचा रहे भाई.
Overcome that pressure with pace, to be honest with you. Just wanted to get ahead of the rotation, even here with
Fabian को भी 2 मारा ना भाई ने. Player है ना थोड़ा सा.
Beautiful execution here. Eternal Fire. This is just running rampant with the judge here. Somebody dap him up. Somebody.
इको आ गया भाई BBL का. मैं literally बोला कि one sided जीतेगी BBL. वाओ क्या कवर दिया है. क्या कवर दिया है. ये ऑब्जर्वर को भाई फाइट होने से पहले स्विच नहीं करना चाहिए पीओवी. तो कंफ्यूज हो जाता है इंसान कि मरा कौन है.
In that initial exchange, Larocque does catch Izzy here.
He's waking up.
That's the one rifle, so they try to go elsewhere, and, well, Rose had a chance. It's hard to aim looking up, and it's hard to shoot back with your knife out, but Laroc's able to at least land Echo. A 1 versus 3. Look, I wouldn't put it past him.
भाई ये सबसे crazy scene हुआ था दवाई का.
Good dodge.
दवाई
on the stun.
Corpse shoot कर रहा था.
But the spam does damage, and that's going to be an easy closer. 4-4. The attack side really starting to heat up.
याद है किसी को?
Talking about how crucial that early momentum is. See now, 3 rounds in a row to tie things up. Eternal Fire doing everything right in my book. Again, that crucial.
मारे जा रहे बॉडी पे, मारे जा रहे भाई.
Like I said, the finances could have really spiraled out of control. So great position to be.
Oh shit, मेरी chat अटक गई थी. मैंने अभी realize
किया.
किया.
Home stretch this first half of split.
It feels like one of those moments where, like, in a
क्या कौन सा
movie
है
where the first punch
न्यू
gets
वीडियो कब
landed
आएगी
on a
कल?
villain, and you see that first
VCT का
drop
न्यू
of
फॉर्मेट
blood. I feel
एक्सप्लेन
like that
करो.
was the
मेरे को ही
last match
बहुत
where Eternal
कंफ्यूजिंग
Fire
लगा है
is
मेरे भाई.
like, wait a minute. Maybe we can just beat these
टीमिया
guys.
जीतने
And it
से
happened
क्या
like the
होता है
early
वो
rounds of
तुम
this, you start to get a little
आगे
bit
आगे
scared.
आगे
And
आगे
then you watch
जाते
how easy he played that
इनविटेशनल के लिए
judgment, and
इनवाइट
you
होते हो
go,
फिर उससे
well,
जीत के
this man,
तुम्हें
obviously, he would have
VCSA
tasted
का
defeat,
स्लॉट
but it
मिलता है और
wasn't under the banner
VCSA
of
में
Volt.
जीतने के
Like,
बाद तुम
he's always
असेंशन
been
जाते हो,
on this
असेंशन जीतने के बाद
Eternal
पैसिफिक जाते हो.
Fire in the past Supermassive Blaze roster, and he never had any fear. And I think you're seeing that come through with this team of youngsters. Like, he is not the guy that's come in at like 18 years old. He's, I think, 25, I believe, which, well, when you look at the rest of us, is still quite young.
The voice of reason, yeah.
But it's almost just that voice of confidence. It's like, all right, you guys do your thing. I'm
दो
sliding
guns
in
है
with the judge. I don't
guns
care
है
who these guys are. It doesn't matter.
Confidence, it's definitely been a confidence builder for Eternal Fire. Like, against some of the other teams,
All
any
right,
of the other teams, to be honest, I feel
Emmet
like they
और
have a
BBL
better
बहुत
chance of coming in
overconfident है और बहुत
with
बचती है.
strength in the
कुछ
mental
भी.
game, but
भाई
up against
Emmet
this
में
squad,
Martin is
they're
by gold,
kryptonite
bro.
in the past.
But
This is where
अभी
I
यार
expected,
घी खत्म
sure,
हो गया
we
यार
talked about
इनका.
at the start, BBL,
ये योरू
perhaps
खत्म हो
some
गया ना
mind
तब से
games there,
घी
like
खत्म हो
getting
गया
in
है
their
यार
heads,
योरू
but
players
I'd
का.
expect that from Eternal Fire as well, especially if they start losing. But
Including Klurgar.
they've shown it here on this map, where BBL do show some strength early on, that they can still battle back, and in the previous there was no need to. It had felt dominant from the get-go. 4-4, and, well, the orb is going to block Lover's Rock out. That's an annoying orb thrown out by the attackers. We saw this earlier on as well in the previous split, but not to the same effect with that big operator.
Oh, yeah, the timing.
He's going in. He's going in.
What?
He is fully sending it. Caught off for the
Kaiko,
rest of his teammates.
Kaiko.
And, well, the trades will come slowly.
Nah,
if at
ये तो
all.
throw की
Kraven
भाई
doubles
EF ने.
up. And Eternal Fire may reconsider this push, unless Echo can land
Agla.
something, and it's a disaster.
Oh my god. Oh, bro.
Still killing
Kraven.
Well, the crazy
ये
thing
तो
there
भगा
is,
दी
again,
भाई
it
Kraven ने.
feels a little
चल
bit
पानी भी क्या दो.
disjointed. Like, you have 2 players start
Yeah.
running back in B
But
main,
they
and then
freeze on B main,
Echo
yeah.
just dives in, and so then the other 2 go with him. It's like, if that's all at the same time, I don't think Kraven kills everyone, but you give him isolated fights on an anchor on a site, well, there's not many players I'd want more
It's
than
even
Kraven.
catchy there, actually. Echo besting Lover's Rock on the way up through mid, so they know about him. At that point, the B-main players have to come forward and pressure here. Slight miscalculation on the way in. Give BBL a round in response here. Back in the lead. Necessarily back in control, though.
Oh, dear.
Speaking of.
Dodged. Nicely done.
That showstopper not as effective.
He took 0 damage.
Yeah, 0.
He did now, though.
He's taking a lot of damage there.
So he definitely knew there was 2 players on the other side of that smoke.
क्या सीन हुआ?
And look
एक
at where
का
his
पिक
teammates
निकला है
are.
वहाँ
It's
पे
not
B
like
पे.
there was any real chance at
और इन लोग को A मिल
Rose
गया
could
है.
get caught
Okay.
spawn here.
सिटी फाइट होने वाली है. रोज अगर ये फाइट जीता है तो राउंड जीतता
Rose is
है.
waiting.
Yeah, he won the round.
Nicely
He won the
done.
round.
Good read on the play. The spray a little shaky, but he gets there in the end, and the numbers still favored the BBL. They're the ones that don't have
Thank
to
you
make a move
so
here. The
much.
double flank
Thank
attempt.
you so
This
much,
is a big
Rude.
danger. Audas is waiting, watching. They don't
Oh,
have
the
utility to cover
huge
their back. Instead, they need
500
guns to do
मेरे
it. But
भाई.
now, looking towards heaven, thinking that flank hasn't come
Thank you
through
so
yet.
much.
I guess
Go on flank.
it isn't on the way, but they are about to find out the hard way. If
Round
there's still
deep
players
take
on
though,
that ramp, Audas turned. He spotted them just in time, but now it's an off set up on the
What
other
a
side.
shot,
What a
Nicky.
shot by Neki. Audas. Well, he's already bypassed the op, or the op has bypassed him, catching Fabian, looking back for more.
Oh,
As
the
Audas
timing.
creeps down. They haven't
वो
spotted
check
him.
नहीं करेगा
The
right.
star going to be sent out to the grab well. Can
Oh!
buy them time, and he takes down Kraven. Low
1v2.
HP on the side as well. A chance for Audas, but the spams is what it
वाह,
comes
कसम क्या
down
close था.
to.
Time है क्या?
Loida steps in to save Lovers Rock. Any trouble? 6 for BBL.
Thank you so much, Rude Bhai, for the $500. Waiting to see you at Ascension. Yep.
Again, it's
kind of easy for me, Rude Bhai. बस हम लोगों को Ascension जीतना है. Sorry, हम लोगों को Premier में qualify होते आगे बढ़ते रहना है और बस स्लॉट मिल जाएगा फिर हम लोगों को Ascension में. फिर वैसे ही हम स्टेज में भी जाएंगे.
It's crazy. There's going to be the timeout taken. A couple of rounds broken back, but
I think easily हम लोग पहुंच सकते हैं if we lock in.
There's been moments where you go, okay, that was risky.
पुरानी ताई हमारी primary IGL रहेगी. Hyderabad secondary.
Survived a little bit longer. I think it was a good spot out from Orders, and he's been their best player so far. But as we know, it's the same.
Thank you so much, Virbhai. Thank you so much for the huge 500.
If you get the likes
Love
of
you, yaar.
Larocque,
W Rudo in the chat.
Loiter performing as they are right now, this game can very quickly spiral, and that's why you're going to see the very calm
Ascension में मेरा सपना है. ये सपना तो उनका भी नहीं रहेगा.
As we were discussing in terms of this composition, slight tweak here.
Lars भाई Waterboy नहीं. Lars भाई हमारे सबके setups carry करेंगे.
Sure, yeah. It will be interesting to see, though, if that fixes the problems in the second half. I do think this is the old school double dive.
Yeah.
So it should be comfortable. It was the one that they probably ran for longer when we were looking back at Split, but it is a very difficult game to having that Yoru TP to backside, give you that extra space to, I'm going to jet dash it.
G का मैच नहीं देखोगे मतलब G का नहीं देख पाऊंगा, Sentinels का नहीं देख पाऊंगा.
The other changes we've seen, their ability to really get that timing, that synergy down. Here it's a lot more traditional. So the timing should be a little tighter. That's certainly what I'm looking forward to in the second half. Really the biggest question for me. And again, in terms of damage control.
I feel like all of these rounds
members only कुछ होता ही नहीं वरना membership लेता. Who's gonna tell him, Jack?
So I'm looking to see if BBL are growing into this game or if it's going to be the same story.
Only time will tell. BBL being surrounded here. Ramp already taken. Spotted but not hit. That up.
Bro, how is he alive,
Chad?
Awkward escape
can't get out for Lovers Rock, but somehow he makes it out of that escape. Now, Flash goes through, no follow-up. They caught a few those bullets. Well, we're down to the last, and the ult's gonna be popped. There's the shot, but it doesn't land either. That could have brought them back to equal footing instead. Eternal Fire, they're still breathing deep into this round until they get the op. 1, 2, not a third. They fight him 1 by 1. Finally, the rocket sent in, but it doesn't take him down. The plant to be found. No nade, no showstopper. Possibly no chance if he's going to swing into Lovers Rock. He missed a shot early, but nothing since. And it will be Larocque to close it out.
Crazy back and forth here. Little awkward in terms of when contact, well, the engagement finally happens in heaven. Eternal Fire just not able to do enough damage early on here. Lovers Rock just shining. Again, as soon as Orders is down this angle, it's just
penalty mila tha. Oh my god. No, never mind. What free kick mara Alvarez ne?
Scaling forward on that. If he gets the one shot,
what a freak
get onto a deeper angle, maybe scale up onto site, but
what?
That looked like a tick. That was a tick, not a cross.
That was an angry tick. That was a tick of don't do that again.
Make him dance.
7-4. BBL looking back 3 rounds in a row.
Go get him.
The lead at the half guaranteed, but as we sort of mentioned earlier, it was the second half, or the attack half in their match versus Pacific where they struggled. Whether or not Eternal Fire still have enough left in the tank to keep this one going. A pacey hit, but are they going to check? No, they're not. This is not the man you want to leave on his own with plenty of space to play with.
Oh
even
my god.
Them a little more.
He defense.
For this world.
8 for half.
An Echo.
Wait, लेकिन defensive map है क्या ये comeback होगा Chad?
I don't think they're going to run past that angle and not check it.
I would be surprised if they go anywhere near the angle in the first place, let alone run past it.
Rock's going to push it, watch.
Ashbhai, can you please focus on Valo match? भाई मैंने literally अपनी चालू किया यार कितना खराब है.
We're finishing round 12.
Another 500 by Rude. Hala Madrid आ गए. अरे Atletico Madrid का मैच है यार Rude भाई.
Shocked and astounded. If he wins the round, again, I think we just end the game there. But for BBL, this has been a half of recovery for them. A phenomenal round.
Thank you for the 500, yaar, dude, bhai.
But 8-4.
Halla bol, bhai, halla bol. Thank you so much for the huge 1K in total, yaar. WWF, bhai, WWF. मुंह पे आ जा लारोक को बस बजने बोलो अरे कुल्ला कर रही है ककूका जी
Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
Wingman Worldwide wants in a well one break. Vamos.
भाई कुबारती ने क्या 1v1 चांस को ये किया था क्या 1v1 चांस को रुकाया था क्या इसलिए रेड कार्ड मिला उसको आज कोई पैक्सुल नहीं भाई पहले आप कितना अच्छा खेलते थे पहले भी ऐसे ही खेलता था जैसे अभी खेलता हूँ ठीक है पहले ज्यादा सोलो खेलता था तो शांति से बहुत मारता था अभी मेरे टीम में एक चाव चाव करने वाली औरत रहती है तो वजन का है 65 ये सब क्या पूछ रहे बे शादी का रिश्ता ला रहे हो मेरे लिए
Well, Mike,
Ciao, ciao, gamer.
8-4 as we swap sides for BBL. Definitely a better showing than last map. Do you think they've got enough? Sorry?
Feeling like deja vu.
Deja vu?
Yeah.
I see. Well, do you think it's enough to bring us all the way
बस
to
करो
map 3?
कुछ भी मत पूछो शादी का सोचा है कभी वैसे जनरली पूछ रहा हूँ यार भाई मुझे अब भी ऐसा लगता है कि मैं लिटरली अभी 20 का था बे ये 23 का कब हो गया साला और मेरा दोस्त अभी कुछ दिन में 24 का होने वाला है भाई 24 इज लिटरली एन अंकल नंबर भाई 24 में तो लोग शादी कर लेते हैं भाई तो मतलब मेरा स्कूल का दोस्त उसकी शादी की उम्र हो रही है मुझे रोने आ रहा है
It doesn't help as well that Eternal Fire have a 22.2% win rate in pistols.
That's not good. We keep airing that.
It's getting worse.
Yeah, it keeps going
gets
down.
worse each time.
All right, Will. EF.
Early on, aggression from BBL.
To
what they want.
comeback.
Presence towards B main, and the rotations have come through, but Fabian, second guessing it for a moment, but he decides to commit. They'll sit on the B site with 4, and now, yes, we saw this on the last map. Neki isolated in a number
Oh my God!
But he always makes them pay for the space they're taking. Can LaRock apply that same price to the defense? No, he can't. Fabian shuts him down, and now even if Neki falls, the advantage is there in the retake. But I have a feeling Neki's got a bit more of a fight left in him.
Neki.
With one already down.
Wow, he got 3.
Alone on an island here. Catches a freebie through the wall. What a hold from him. Again, absolutely crucial. The catch here in spawn, an in-zone flawless here on the pistol, on the back of heroics here from Neki.
भाई 24 बहुत बड़ा नंबर लगता है यार सैड फील हो रहा है मेरे को बड़ा नहीं होना है भाई अभी अगले 5 साल तक नहीं अगर अब तक अभी जब तक मेरे मुंह पे झुर्रियां नहीं आती और बाल मेरे सफेद नहीं होते तब तक मैं सबको बोलूंगा कि मैं 23 का ही हूं
I love it.
I don't know. I think he needs to level up a little bit. Yeah, I have to turn my volume down when it's.
Yeah, it's very true. There wasn't enough peaking on the microphone, actually. Not enough general noise. Well, pistols for BBL, nothing but classics, unless my eyes deceive me, and this should be a fairly easy conversion.
Bro, उसने सैचल अच्छा वो खुद सैचल करके आया.
2 left and well, a chance for them to hold on to everything. Keep
in mind, उसने सैचल डाला और उससे सब लोग आगे आ गए.
Really want to keep as many alive as possible. For now, that looks like it might be all of them. Well, okay. Maybe not.
देखा भाई, देखा अल्वारेज का फ्री किक.
Trying to be sneaky. But it's another in-zone flawless. Not a bad start to the defensive
Congratulations, Amir.
You're a BBL fan, probably not how you hope this will continue. This is where the rifles come in, but I always find with this sort of double dive, there's definitely a higher risk of it going wrong. You're going to have to play a little bit more contact. You're going to.
The day you stop gaming is the day you start aging.
Where BBL struggle particularly in
भाई हर एक बंदा
saw in Santiago
अंदर gamer ही
is the
होता है.
synergy around these two
Responsibilities.
duelists for BBL. With the
Thing
comp
is,
change, sure,
हर
back
एक
to comfort, but
बंदे की है ना हॉबी में
Fraggy
क्रिकेट
is in
खेलना,
everything,
गेम
especially in
खेलना,
this
फुटबॉल
scenario
खेलना
now, with the way that Eternal Fire approached this
बाय
series
डिफॉल्ट
today.
बैठा रहता है,
Up in hand
लेकिन
already for Izzy.
रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटीज वो सारी चीजें कट डाउन कर देती है.
One player, a judge on another, and yeah, you're taking more aggressive angles because you're thinking, I have the weapon advantage here. It's a patient position from Loiter on the other side. And in fact,
Bro, what he white
oh,
B?
there's just
Ek
gonna
second.
white swing at him,
There
wreck him
might
with
be
the
somebody in
bulldog.
B main, by the way. Oh, all right.
I'll check.
I'll sort it.
I'll find out. Got him in his
वो एंगल
pocket.
लगा के
Okay,
रखा था
nice
और
shut
उसमें
down to
उसने
Fabian,
वाइड
but it looks
स्विंग
like
किया
still the
है. Nah, that's
intention,
sauce. That's
will
hella
be
sauce.
Feigned towards the B site. You can see Kraven was waiting outside A. And now he's grouping back up. For BBL, they've been pretty good at
First leg है, chat,
pushing a
calm
pull
down
in this
करो
map.
जरा.
They had all of Eternal Fire
Rafinha
by Neki on the B
injured.
site when it came to the pistol. Didn't convert to a round win, but they've
Two
been good at
बार
the
red
control.
card.
Now, they've
Oh
been
my
spotted,
God,
but
spot
he
हुआ.
uses that to his advantage.
कमर टूट गई भाई वो एस्ट्रा की.
But Izzy with the op. He's going to get a deep
Wow,
play.
Kraven, big kill.
He didn't get to fire a bullet.
बोनस राउंड था लेकिन ऑफ ली उन्होंने बे. ये राउंड निकालना था EF को, बट अभी आ गया.
That's the fastest I think he's moved back into B main ever.
रफीनिया दूसरे लेग में भी नहीं आएगा. इतना डेंजर उसको इंजरी हुआ है भाई. ये यार अपन ऐसे कैसे कुक हो जाते हैं यार हर साल.
Lovers Rock has just been tagged low. Snakebite going deep though. They don't realize how close Rose is. And now for Neki, half HP. Still not even knowing where at least one of these players lies. He knew where Rose was, but Kraven was the knife in the back.
Not a bad attempt, but this is a costly round. Yeah, it's a bonus, but without even one rifle saved, you've invested in the op.
रैशफोर्ड और यमाल भी फॉर्म में है. अबे लेकिन इतना वो लोग पार्क करेंगे ना अभी और इस पे खेलेंगे, काउंटर पे खेलेंगे.
I don't know where they've scraped that from, but I'm seeing another operator in the hands of Izzy.
Have they managed that?
Because Echo's still.
Ferran Masterclass can save us. वो तो इतना मिस कर रहा था ना भाई. पिछला गेम तो बीटी हो गया था.
He's going to be missing his orb, though, for mid, for that control, which has been so important. It just is generally on this map with your Viper. So important to have it locked down.
What did it cost? Everything.
He has to make it worth it. That's Izzy's job. If someone's broken that reveal, you know there's at least one there. And thankfully, he doesn't go in peeking like Aw does.
When there's an operator on the other side, I feel like the glass cannon op really loses a lot of its value. It's like, you know that they're going to play slower. You know that they're going to have players posted on angles. So the risk factor just goes up massively.
अच्छा अब लास्ट राउंड की उठाई है. इजी ने ये बार खरीदी वापस.
You can drop that up. At least for now, Izzy.
वो इसकी नल्ली दिख गई, नल्ली दिख गई. ओह नल्ली दिख गई.
They shouldn't even know that's an operator at this point. And
What a shot,
is.
Izzy.
Izzy more than ready for the peak. Thanks to that info found by Fabian, and it looks like the attackers.
Echo का position crazy है bro.
Directing themselves over here.
Oh shit, heaven मिल गया.
But Echo still up close with the judge. Patience, patience.
उसने Vandal, wait, what? Why would he? Oh, and he gets one.
He's gotten two.
क्या गंदा swing किया वो. क्या किया उधर भाई. ऑटो पायलट पे कैसे चल दिया उधर ही.
Still got a nade here for Fabian.
Fabian का नेड है लेकिन वो flank आ रहा है. Oh, they both are flanking.
Closer to the ultimate.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
On that flank, I think
Spot नहीं किए. अभी spot करेंगे.
The timing couldn't be better for Fabian, and now it leaves just Kraven. He's been good in these scenarios. If they push him together, though, it's going to be tough. He still expects players to be coming from other angles, just hiding in the corner. They've not checked it. They don't expect anybody to be here. So close.
Oh, he played it so well.
With the shorty in hand. But he thinks it's a fake. He thinks it's a fake. And now gets it all the way to half.
He's going to check
this. Back on the angle.
Wow. Wow, what a round, bro. भाई मुझे लगा निकाल लिया इसने. निकला क्यों नहीं भाई वो?
If that orb was, yeah, I think maybe he thinks the strike is just
Bro, Echo.
inside the orb.
Echo का 2K क्या important था भाई और ये Fabian क्या player है यार.
That is crazy that Neki's able to close out that round.
And a big blow to BBL.
हाँ ना मेरे को भी लगा शॉट से मार देगा वो.
Eternal Fire. And then look, the economy looking decent on that defensive side. You certainly cannot say the same on the attack. This is going to be the gap closing yet again. Looking jumpable for Eternal Fire, and they can catch right back up. To a squad that no doubt thought today would be a 2-0. He's got a judge. He's jiggle peeking with the judge. He's going through.
Player है ना? No way, no way.
He doesn't keep pushing.
It's
He
gonna
falls
fade
back.
soon.
It's falling.
It's gonna fade.
Wow, my God!
He didn't even get a kill. Rock gets it instead. Oh my, already a manic start, and then the showstopper.
What a flash!
Paranoia solid. Even still, Ordaz gets one. But
Bro, वो जज से भाई मजाक भी नहीं, 3 मारने वाला था ऐसा लगा. Wow. Wow.
And even as the seas looks to use the nightfall.
Heaven वाला caught हो गया.
And there's still one on this.
Oh my God, Neki!
The man with a judge, and he's still going for it. But the defuse is underway. He needs to move. He needs to run, and he's not in the right position at all.
Wow, Neki, what a round, bro! What a round!
In a long time, Neki just going nuclear. Nah, this is just insane. Oh my God!
Bro, Neki played it so well.
Loida.
Nice, that's
It probably feels like he faced a cheater.
Guys sound.
Comms.
डिफ्यूज हुआ नहीं कि चिल्ला रहे थे.
They should have won from the get-go. They had a better
इको आ गया है BBL का, लेकिन उनके पास एक ऑप है. भाई एक बार बाय देखो भाई, अटैकर्स बाय.
And now one round between them.
चैट इन लोगों ने ऑप बाय की क्या ये?
At the start of the round, you tell me it comes back close, you lose all your weapons. I'm not going to be thrilled. But the way that he gets there, that's momentum.
Oh, Lovers Rock has an operator.
He's got another.
Neki is pumped up. He's meant to be that sort of calmer leader on this team. It doesn't seem to be the case here. But
सेव वाली है, सेव कोई नहीं किया ना लास्ट राउंड.
at least.
अच्छा हाँ नहीं किया सेव वाली है.
It's a close range battle versus shotguns, but it seems to be working out anyway. Echo is genuinely. If this was my rank game, I'd say he was trolling.
Yeah. Well, somehow, some way, we're here. It's a 9 apiece.
Bro, 9 all हो गया वे.
Hey, brother, there's a chance.
Welcome to the show.
But I still feel we going third map.
The opening 6 of this second.
माँ कसम ये एको तो भाई कुछ दूसरा लेगा क्या?
BBL, understandably so.
ये एको दूसरा कुछ ले रहा ही नहीं पाशा.
And in a really solid position now.
Time out आ गया.
I mean, on the other side, BBL do have a pit and a TP available, but.
Ayan, happy birthday मेरे भाई. May God bless you with happiness and lots of love. Ayan, chummi to your gummi मेरे भाई. I hope you kill it. I hope you devour it. I hope you eat everything that is coming in your way मेरे भाई. Kill it.
In the round before,
Chummi to
they got into a post plant. They had a sniper holding an angle. They had another guy ready to swing off that contact.
4v2 post plant.
4v2. They'd stolen some weapons after a man rushed them with a judge down mid and got nothing.
Yeah.
अभी ऐसा हुआ है आप लोगों ने एक स्किन कलर की बेज कलर की पैंट पहनी है एंड आप पानी पीने जाते हो और आपका पानी बराबर सेंटर में गिर जाता है और बिकॉज वो एक बेज कलर की पैंट है पानी गिल्ला गिल्ला वहां पे दिख रहा है.
Afterwards, Loida goes, "Oh, it's cool, bro. I'll trade you." And somehow Neki just magnetizes his crosshair to the guy's head. That was madness. 9-9. Neck and neck. BBL, the historic victor. For God's sake. The historic victor in this battle. And they are on the verge of not just losing, but being trounced. A 2-0.
Alright. टाइम आउट लेने के बाद दूसरा राउंड डायरेक्ट घुस गए ना, डायरेक्ट घुस गए साइड पे. ये बार मिड गई ही नहीं. ये क्या फास्ट गेम प्ले. फास्ट गेम प्ले. ये राउंड जीत गई BBL. ओल्ड भी है. ये राउंड जीत गई. ये राउंड जीत गई. इजी राउंड होना चाहिए. एको मेरा भाई काय झालं तुला? क्या किया एको?
He's fighting from rafters. Like, I don't think he's let go of W key the whole game. He's been watching PaperX demos, but now walking into a pit.
सेव करो. कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं है भाई. क्या गुस्से वो लोग.
Like, there's been moments with the judge.
सुसु कर दो फिर किसी को शक नहीं होगा.
I don't know if we could freeze frame on the map where he was, where everyone else on the team was. It's like they were setting up to move in, and Echo's like, "But we haven't gone yet."
I was about to say, by the way, talking of deja vu, yeah, the second half of Split previously started exactly the same fashion, a 5-1 response to get to this same scoreline. BBL
Thank
able
you
to
so much for the
stabilize previously.
sponsor. Welcome to the Power Gang, Slicko.
Response. Still, the buy protected, divide available.
EF new team में क्या? ओए chat kick off में क्यों नहीं थी EF?
Lovers Rock one away from the Blade Storm, but now completely off kilter in terms of this ult cycle.
I do really like the approach in the last.
वो time out ले लिए भाई, last minute time out ले लिए. He just saw that they are pacing it down.
The fight there super early was Echo. I think they didn't have a response, and then when they tried to contain those players,
ULF का replacement है. Oh हाँ.
They end up getting put in the dirt.
हाँ मुझे बताया था कोई, मैं भूल गया.
Okay, yeah.
Nope, it's not an L.
It is a good time to expand this time out. The gap so close. Right hot on the heels of BBL, but
मेरे साथ हुआ था, मैंने जानबूझकर आधे पैंट पर पानी लगा दिया था. वाह मेरे भाई, वाह. Proud of you, proud of you.
So we need to see them take flight right away. Good time for the pause. This will be the last one of regulation.
Welcome Arman Gaming to the Power Game.
It is 10-9. Did you see the last game? I'm expecting OTs.
Yeah, you're lucky that the word he's using is regulation, not something far worse. We were traumatized from that first series, but this one's been exciting. There you go. Eternal
if you
Fire
needed a reminder.
0-6.
Whoa.
Is that Eternal Fire the Org or Ulf?
Well, roster, I guess. Yeah.
I would assume so.
I'll say that word.
Come on, Tom. Well, double digits found by the attack side. Still a big save from Eternal Fire. Op is still going to be online, but it's been spotted right away. They even try to spam him and nade him out of position after.
Samurai guys, spam mat karo, aapko nahi milegi skin.
Now the Op is mid. Let's fill in the space elsewhere, and very favored in these fights if the Op can post up. Not going to repeat that surely. Fabian at least gets a nade through and a chance to damage those players on the way in.
Bro, Neki kya pagal hai bhai. Oh, Fabian.
Caught off guard. Fabian should be dead to rights, but he makes it out. The double blast pack's working somehow. And now the Op setup contains them on that side. Lost. But no port in sight. The storm brewing inside screens.
तो नेकी उत्तर के मार दिया ना भाई पागल है जैसे.
Together, the Op just holding up in heaven for now, but the smoke.
Oh, सो गया रोज.
And looking for clues, it's risky, but it works out.
Wow.
I'm not sure I like that though. When you're in a 4v2, to see Echo swinging out through that smoke, it felt like, oh, we're given equalizing opportunities.
Not Neki being like, I'm single-handedly winning rounds. I'm swinging out here. Cool. That's
I mean, it works so well on B.
At this point, to find Kreven like that.
To be fair, I think every single one of their kills up until the 4v2 was one player swinging and taking a fight.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it, I suppose.
At least, I will say,
कितना चिल्ला रहे हैं.
Echo did at least go at the same time as the rest of the team.
Which is true,
Which is an improvement to where we were last round.
Different direction, but the timing was perfect. That's all we wanted.
Even if he died, at least they're not all just looking at him on his own.
So not like, well, I guess we save now. Got no space. Double digits for both.
Look at the position they're going to be in, though, in terms of the ults now.
Yeah.
Eternal Fire reaping the rewards massively in terms of the last few rounds. Operator noted.
अरे वाह, आपको time out मिल जाएगा. Please move बंद करिए.
Show his hand.
Full blind. Oh my god, easy. Oh my god, overconfident gameplay by Easy. BBL playing slow, playing it well. Oh yeah, Neki hug diya. Hug diya, pura EF ne hug diya. And now they are desperate for trades. Allele, loita bhai. Oh, he got two. He got two.
Fabian went back for more. It's a 2v2. The other two players are so far away.
Nah, ये क्या plan दे रही है? Okay, इसलिए.
I feel like this is how the Joker is, man. I'm losing my mind, man. Just the only response left is to giggle at the madness. A late play by Kreven. He checks main, and just as he turns his back, they start filling in that space. Slow and patient return from Eternal Fire, but the Op now trained in. Just
nice shot.
Great pick, and he went for more. Why did he go for more?
Oh, he's speaking. He's speaking. Oh my god! Oh my god! ये क्या throw है? ये क्या थ्रो है? ये क्या थ्रो है? लीड आ गई EF की।
What is this round? First off, show me what happened with Larocque there. Neki just gets absolutely snapped on.
Our replay team are going to be busy this round.
ये दो कैसे मारा फाबियन ने?
They lose the first player.
What a shot!
Okay, it's a crazy shot.
God, what a shot! Why was Viper even peeking? Craven क्यों peek किया?
Now look at the money on they've been able to scrape buys together, but look at it, it's going to come at the worst time if they. Oh my God! And look at the ults again.
Four ultimates on EF. Okay.
At this vital hour, all timeouts used. Coach is probably smashing the button on the side of BBL. Echo's done it again.
ओए, उसको मेल रूम मिल गया. ओए, उसको मेल रूम मिल गया.
BBL think the space is free. Now as they turn back towards the vents, they have no idea who's waiting for them.
Oh my God, Echo. Oh my God.
The vents.
क्या टाइमिंग हुआ ये राउंड में? Wait, Craven को पोजीशनिंग मिल गया मस्त. ये क्या है? ये क्या है बैकस्टैप पे बैकस्टैप भाई ना? What the hell is happening? भाई Fabian ने अल्ट किया था, तो भी वो Craven कैसे स्लिप हुआ है? No way they're gonna push CD, right?
Very passive stand. They can get the plant from here.
Okay, they are not.
They still have the numbers to fight off against.
Gavin Pedri out.
In the vents. People should be more aware.
Pedri को yellow वगैरह मिला है क्या?
Going into the 2v3 scenario, Rose one away
Why
from
is
a seat.
Pedri out?
Craven gets aggressive. A chance for the 1v1, but there's another man coming rounding the corner and can't isolate the fight. Leaves it on to Rose. Another chance at a clutch. First shot goes crazy. Seekers, but he's being
Oh my God, 12th round आ गया and they have a low buy now. Yellow, अच्छा yellow मिला है Pedri को.
We've said it. 6 consecutive defeats in the tier 2 versus this team. The time they face in the tier 1 could be the first victory they have.
What was the key to success today? Don't let history repeat itself.
Yeah? The next one should be for BBL, don't go vent.
Yeah. I am just blown away.
I can't believe it.
With how Eternal Fire are playing, and look at the
अरे क्या बात है SPN भाई.
What a
Let's go.
unlocked, man.
Night and day.
देखो लड़ाओ कैसा है ना BT में चले जाता है. Fermin Lopez in Lewandowski out.
That smile.
How do you
That's
handle
where the trouble began.
How do you handle the losses? And it's not just the losses. In this matchup, it's got to sting more than ever. The team that they've always beaten, and now it matters most. And they're crumbling.
Oh, he's alive!
That didn't kill him.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Yes.
He's still alive. Is he still got the?
Wow!
And he ends up taking one down.
What a trade! Oh my God! They have done it!
Or is he a dead man walking? And they sent BBL to the grave.
Bro, 6 बार BBL के अगेंस्ट हारने के बाद. They have done it. They have done it. What a game! What a match! What a dominance, bhai.
After that game last week,
Beautiful.
people started to question whether or not Fnatic were in form. That was what was.
भाई साहब क्या ओवर कॉन्फिडेंट था भाई लरॉक फिर.
Yeah, I think the
भाई ये लोगों ने बहुत अच्छी तैयारी की. बहुत अच्छी तैयारी की.
did well to temper
Insane.
that storm because BBL didn't even start to temper it. They've been defeated 2-0 by an opponent that they always had their number of. This team has leveled up into
What a
the
game,
league
what a
and
game, what a
leveled
game,
up
what a game,
while
what a
in the league. It turns out.
Beautiful. क्रेजी क्रेजी क्रेजी. चैट 600 लाइक कर सकते हैं अपन. 600 लाइक तो कर दो यार. लाइक्स ही नहीं हुए भाई आज. कोई दिक्कत की बात नहीं है. थैंक यू सो मच जो भी देखने आया. थैंक यू सो मच. मैं निकल लेता हूँ अभी मैं थोड़ा आराम से मैच देखूंगा और थोड़ा चिल करूंगा थोड़ी देर के लिए. कल वीडियो आ जाएगी 12:30 को सुपर स्ट्राइक के ऊपर. बहुत ही अच्छी वीडियो बनाई है मैंने, तो ज़रूर चेक करना. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर वॉचिंग. आई विल कैच यू गाइस लेटर. पीस आउट. बाय बाय.